you see the hero just dominate the lane because she's very, very strong in the lane. If you can actually do that, then it might not matter, you know, if you have a slower lineup because you can just overrun them with your advantage from the laning phase. So just have to see what how the lane plays out. And Execration, they're gonna smoke out at level 1. Mongolz is not actually gonna smoke out. They're gonna wait, I guess, 20-30 seconds before they use their smoke here. I think Execration just wants to use the smoke to play some wards. I'm gonna try to play some high ground wards. I mean, ever since the change to the nighttime move speed, you don't get move speed anymore. So a lot of teams are. I mean, I guess this time you have Night Stalker, so you don't actually start at night. But ever since they removed the move speed, a lot of teams are starting to just use smoke to get the extra move speed to move out. And we see the late smoke here from Mongolz, looking to try to get a first blood.
Eidolon sent out the scout. Yeah, I guess what does make a difference here with the Night Rain facet is it's going to be the daytime vision, right? Most heroes, they have better daytime vision than night vision. And so it kind of makes some engagements, it can be easier to take. But it seems like Execration, they're going to be happy just planting a nice observer ward there mid. Just going to watch over this top rune. Down bottom, it seems like someone might be getting into some trouble down here. Night Stalker. No, he's going to just watch the Eidolon get denied. Very nice.
Yeah, so
nice micro.
Let's see if anyone's taking any weird facets. I mean, dying, rotting mates, pretty normal. I think sometimes you see the other one where you get the strength from the soul rip, but it only comes into play later. I think this one is better in the early game. And Tide Hunter actually gone for the Kraken spell. I think I see a lot more the other one, the Krill Eater. You just get better strength gain. This one is I see it a little bit less right now nowadays, but like I said, you know, the enemy team Mongols have a pretty heavy physical damage lineup as well.
Yeah.
TA.
Yeah. That's always what I consider whenever I play
most of the time
Tide.
I feel like you don't really get a lot of stacks, you know, from the Kraken shell.
I agree. But when you are playing against everyone does a lot of physical damage here, right? The Eidolons, the TA, the Mirana, all of Pango, right? It's going to be kind of useful to block a little bit of that damage every single time. And I think that adds up when you're playing this counter-initiation hero like a Tide. I mean, we'll see what his item build goes for if he wants to like really stack on this, but, you know, I think it's an interesting thing. I'd be interested to see some better Tide players chime in because I'm certainly not qualified enough on that front. Bot lane, JG, of course, just microing these Eidolons as best he can. Kind of a tough lane, I want to say, for this Undying, which is not what you would really think, but just doesn't do too well into these Eidolons. Oh, okay, just throws down the tombstone. They're going to try and look for a kill then early onto the Night Stalker. Even with the Blood Grenade and the Dagger Slow, they just don't really have enough damage, though. They're so tanky here.
Yeah, they were trying to use the level 2 spike. But yeah, not enough damage. I mean, the Night Stalker having that one extra point in the Hunter in the night right now, so it's pretty difficult to kill him, even at level 1. Yeah, Undying PA is not like the strongest kill lane, you know. I think you have to wait until, I guess, at least level 3 when you have more points in your DK and then you have a second point dagger. But right now, it's... I mean, even then, this lane is not easy to kill. Nice Stalker and Enigma.
No, dude, it's the karaoke lane. Only a bunch of slows, no stuns. Like, it's possible, it's doable, but it's not going to be that easy, I would say, down bottom for Execration. How about top, though? Here you have some lockdown. Shanks, did he go for... Yeah, he did go for chicken fingers. So really no surprise there. But again, kind of a tough lane. You know, a Shaman, he does a lot of damage. He is really a lane bully, but his attack range is absolutely pitiful. And yeah, again, Castaway with the Star Storms is going to be doing so much work here, so much damage onto him. So it's kind of a tricky lane for him here as well. At least early on, I don't think Tide will need too much help from him. So it's just a matter of maintaining a favorable creep equilibrium, trying to, you know, stop these stacks and camp pulls and everything.
I mean, I imagine the lane should be getting harder for the Tide once you have more points in your either melt or your refraction, you know, on TA. I think early stages, the Tide should be able to stand his ground.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree. We'll see how that lane continues to develop, especially with like the the threat of a long duration Mirana arrow coming from, you know, the trees might be a bit scary. They're going to try again now for JG down bottom. A second blood grenade thrown. He pops the stick charges, and JG simply will TP back to his tier 1 tower. No need to walk. DJ is going to be forced to do the same, although that last decay did get him a little bit closer. He TPs quite wisely to the tier 2 tower, because I think he would have died if he TP'd to the tier 1 because of that extra second. Smart heads-up play there. I would have made a mistake. He's simply better.
I mean, they're pro players after all, right? That's communication. I'm TPing the tier 1.
Shanks, this will be first blood, and even if he turns into a chicken, he will still die. So late first blood here, 4 minutes in. That'll go the way
great start, you know,
ARMQ.
for ARMQ, you know, the TA. Maybe we already mentioned about the timing window of this hero. In this game, you know, he's gonna look to, you know, get Roshan, hit the timings with the Enigma Aura, push and try to end the game before the PA is going to come online. And with the start like this, he could very well, you know, be on his way.
We haven't really looked mid much, have we? Probably they're just throwing spells at each other, refilling bottles. We're about to hit level 6 for both of these heroes. How are they looking? Pretty close in terms of CS, honestly, and if almost identical. It's top. There's going to be a quick Shackle. Shackle's very good at clearing those refraction stacks. ARMQ in a bit of trouble getting blocked by the creeps, but kind of out of spells now over on the side of Execration, and yeah, Magic Wand will heal him back up to nearly full. Shank's still really trying to get aggressive up here top lane, though. What is he looking for?
Looking for a kill, my friend, you know, that's what you look for in the lanes.
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know if it'll come too easily up here, though. Like you said, it's starting to look more and more difficult now as the levels are coming through.
Bot lane, they're going to look to bully the Night Stalker now. And here comes Palos. He's running over with the PA. He blinks on the creep, forces the TP.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like the third TP, right? On the bot lane.
In the lane, yeah, out of the lane, that's correct. Yeah, JG's TP'd once. He's now TP'd twice. This time he TP's all the way home to refill the mana. We see now support starting to rotate over towards the mid lane. Winter, 10 seconds until the first power rune spawns in. And you have level 6 only for the Pangolier. Not quite yet for this Storm. He needs another creep or two, but just the threat of that Thunder Roll facet makes things difficult here for him.
Yeah, he didn't have enough mana for 2 spells. That's why he didn't try to make the play there. Then he just... it was actually a right play. I felt like I was surprised why he didn't try. Then I calculated the mana. Okay, he didn't have enough for 2 spells. And bot lane, they're trying to pressure the Night Stalker. He is literally a creep right now, so he's going to need help. Bob has a TP. He's going to be TPing.
Yeah, they're rotating on over. Now Tombstone dropped over in the river as the Shackles from Shanks at least allows him to reposition, but Bob, he's going to still get off that Rolling Thunder. Focusing down onto the Tombstone here is going to be JG as well as Castaway as we're back underneath the tower. Bob does finally catch up here to the PA. Storm zips on through, though. TP's to the tier 1 tower, and they just lack the damage there to take down the carry. Oh, no, Bob, he gets a big shield crash, but... he is still going to end up dropping as finally underneath that tier 1 tower goes Palos. A last zip in from Lewis. Looks for this last pick off now onto JG. Does he have the damage? They're diving deep now. Shanks tanking tier 1 tower hits. Needs one auto attack here. He turns into a chicken. He's still alive. The Wisdom Shrine goes to Lewis. They get the kill onto Shanks. Lewis finds a second now onto Castaway as he's going to enter another 1 versus DJ, who looks like he's going to take a second death here in this. Lewis, 1 auto attack short. He really wants it. Okay. ARMQ's going to show up now, collect a free kill onto the enemy mid laner. And, well, that's going to be what, a 4 for 3 trade in favor of Execration.
I call that worth for sure. They got the rune, the Wisdom rune. I think that was the biggest one, the Wisdom Shrine. They got double, so it's gonna catapult their supports in terms of levels, you know. I mean, Undying's like 5.5. Shaman's also almost level 5 now. Seems like, okay, so because they got the return kills, it didn't feel like it's that bad, you know, because the Night Stalker and Mirana, they're both level 5 as well on the Mongol side.
I agree, especially the Storm dying last, right, really helped out. And the TA getting involved equally, so it's not like, you know, it's not like only this Phantom Assassin's getting that early experience, right? I'm not sure. Ulti's
here comes
used. It
Bob.
was that's trouble. Yeah, I mean a good effort there, but nowhere really he could jump to there. Palos.
Immediately Bob tips him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the right place to blink strike.
He had his courier nearby. I thought he was going to try and do the PA trick, you know.
Oh yeah, that is like what Radan does all the time. He has his courier fly for him, give vision so he can blink to creeps.
Unlucky there, just no option. As I think the courier was just delivering an item or something like that. But Bob's, he's still lingering in this bottom area, so careful. He's not going to have Rolling Thunder, but he's got a little bit left of this Amplified Damage rune. There is no Black Hole, only level 5 on this Enigma. Either way, Palos in trouble as he does manage to jump away to the Undying. He does dodge an auto attack there. Thanks to the passive, but yeah, he's going to live at the end of the day.
JG was level 6. That was a kill there.
Oh, yeah, it was. Castaway is going to come through the Twin Gate.
He's actually pretty low level on Enigma. It's only level 5. He's actually lower level than the Mirana.
I wonder how that worked out.
They're going to need to try to help him open up this tower, and hopefully he has more room to farm. And Castaway jumps in, denies the ward, tries to fight Undying with his rotten mittens.
Yeah, it's kind of a scary hero to fight here, but there are 4 heroes in the area.
He's alone.
Ulti is out. Arrow, I believe, does end up catching this Undying. Rotten Mitts or not, he is going to fall. As will that tier 1 tower behind them. JG up to... he's still only level 5. Never mind. Pardon me.
Yeah, he's not actually doing very well in the lane, you know. They were forced to like TP out a couple of times.
It's true.
And now Palos, they found him again.
Yeah, really nice job. Really, really nice job there from DJ. He was using the last few seconds there of the Dark Ascension to be able to get the vision. And then he's going to be able to provide the silence on top as necessary. Beautiful play up there. Winter, we're 10 minutes in now. Regen run for Lewis. That's always a nice one to get on a Storm. As far as lanes go, do you think that either team has built up a significant lead here? Are you favoring one team out of the lanes, or are you foreseeing a more even game here?
I'll probably be happy with what I got from the TA, but at the same time for Execration, Storm also had a pretty good start, you know. And both these heroes could dictate a lot. Like the TA could lead the Roshan, the objectives, killing the tower when he gets a good start like this, but the Storm could also do the same with kills, you know. We mentioned that there's not really a lot of good spells to catch him with. I mean, Black Hole and Malefice are not exactly the most reliable. I mean, the silence on the Night Stalker is fine when you get the dagger, but before that, that's not also very reliable. And so the thing that comes down to catching Storm would be the Rod of Atos, you know, on Mirana. He's rushing it, so he has to, if he can get it at a good time, sure, maybe. But as of right now, the Storm is free to do whatever he wants, you know. It's very difficult to catch him.
Yeah, I guess the silence on the TA traps might give you like a small window, right? But I agree. I hear what you're saying, and I think it's hard to disagree with. As Execration, that will force the issue mid after getting that tier 1 top lane. JG might be looking for a Black Hole down bottom on Apollos. There's a few heroes TP in mid as well to try and defend the tower. As in they go. Bob's got a really good Rolling Thunder here. A beautiful silence. Lovely kill there. No way to interrupt that one with a Ravage. The Black Hole, first one of the game, is going to pop out as well. Nothing that JWL can do. He shall fall slowly but surely as Castaway collects the final kill onto CML. Now, that tier 1 tower did end up dropping, but at a heavy cost here, Winter.
Yeah, that was a big blunder. They didn't have a sentry in front of the tower. They were playing into Moonlight Shadow, you know. So that was like a free initiation for the Pango. He kind of managed to bounce the Storm enough, like I think twice or 3 times. And the Night Stalker, he was able to follow up with the silence, you know. Otherwise, I was just talking about how the Storm would be unkillable in the game, and they somehow managed to get the bump, you know. They didn't have a sentry, so yeah, I mean,
no, definitely.
You just need to carry the sentries, you know.
I guess, like, in a way, it comes down to the gap close, right? Like, because if they can get on top of the Storm, it's not really that big of a problem. But how are you going to do that? Well, you know, surprising him with a little bit of invis, that'll certainly get the job done. As you can see, Lewis, he's not keen to repeat that. Dark Ascension used by DJ. They isolate the 2 supports. DJ staying on top of his man as a Bob swoops in to secure the kill. Nothing, and Lewis and JWL can really do here. That's DJ. He's maybe still thinking about looking for more. Bob, I don't quite think... Oh, he does actually have a Rolling Thunder ready to go again and a Shielder, and he's keen to continue fighting. Ooh, and that's a beautiful big stack that they can try and contest. Will they just take this straight up?
I mean, it's only 2 of them, and Dark Ascension has already expired, so I don't know about that.
Okay, fair enough.
Trying to steal it.
Still a Ravage, so you don't want to end up getting too aggressive with the supports respawning as well. But a nice few minutes of play here for the Mongolz, huh, Winter? I think they just utilize their ultimates, frankly, quite better. I don't think we've seen a Ravage yet, have we?
Nope. I think so far the Mongolz have been the one using their Moonlight Shadow, Dark Ascension much better. And now they're going to make a move again without Dark Ascension. Just trying to get a pick off, I guess, with the Rolling Thunder and get out. Not really trying to look for a 5-on-5. They have a ward that saw Palos here.
Yeah, Palos. Once again, they just keep getting on top of these heroes. Whether by just abusing the vision or the Moonlight Shadow.
Very nice ward actually
really
out behind the tree there. It's really difficult to deward this, if you don't have the sentry on the river.
Mid lane, JWL. He's going to get initiated on as well here. CML does drop that tombstone. Bob, he did jump in here, but they will not commit a Ravage, and without, the anchor or anything else here, they just don't have any way to keep these heroes locked down. Honestly, I think Execration, what's become a little bit difficult for them is it seems that if they are unwilling to commit the Ravage and Shanks isn't there, the heroes are just walking away from them, man.
Oh,
look at this. DJ, he perfectly predicted the jump in from the storm. Okay, the gap close isn't a problem if the storm comes to you, huh?
Yeah, they just don't know what to do, on Execration. So I feel like they don't understand what they have to do with their heroes. They need to actually play together as 4, the 4 of them. Like, you need the Tide, Shaman, Undying, and the Storm to be together. I mean, if they are alone on the map, just like what Shank's doing, he's not really sure what he has to do, what is his purpose in the game, because if you're not together, there's always going to be the threat of the Moonlight Shadow or the TA Trap scouting you, and then the Night Stalker with the ulti. So they have to just position themselves together, try to either smoke or push a tower together with the Tide.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, Shanks is going to die planting that ward, but it's not going to accomplish much, and they're going to be unable to contest the first Tormentor.
Really, really bad right now. They're going to get the shot on the Mirana. I guess not the scariest one, on the support Mirana. If you are call Mirana and you get the shot, yeah, sure.
Yeah. The increased charges, I guess, still makes her a little bit more annoying, but you're right. It's
I guess
could have been worse. Could have been worse. Okay, here's Execration. They're going to try and make a move here somewhere in the mid lane. It looks like they're trying to bait JWL. He's got a full flag
they have to try to
online.
force something somewhere. Roche or just push a tower. Because they have the lineup to either push towers or get Roche, It's Undying and Shadow Shaman.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason Palos is constantly getting ganked is because his team is not really, making moves. When you don't make moves, your carry is going to find that it's very difficult to find space on the map to farm.
Heads up play here from OMQ. Oh, smoke breaks from CML. Sorry, I got really confused. CML and JML on the team, huh?
They're brothers. CML, JWL.
No, they're not. They're not actually brothers, are they?
You call your teammates brothers.
Okay. Our observer he's indicating that I'm getting trolled, so yeah, I believe that. Yeah, and like you're saying, Winter, it's, if you're not applying any effective map pressure to your opponents, they are free to do whatever they want. And if they choose to interrupt your carry's free farm, I mean, that's just a great move to make here. It hasn't been. It's been working out for the Mongols. Once again here, another pick off. Great arrow as OMQ picks off CML. TP away is successful at the very least, but it's just sad. And hey, look, CML, he instantly respawns because of the, what is it called? The Unwavering Dirge or something like that. He's alive again. Ceaseless Dirge. So perhaps
they have to try to make a move now. There's no Dark Ascension. They have to go back and make a move.
Okay, maybe the move's being made on the Lampalos. He's going to try and clear the wave mid lane. It's just so difficult, though, man. How do they start these fights? Okay, it's nighttime. There's no Dark Ascension. It's daytime. Sorry, it's daytime for 2 minutes. So you don't have to fear too much.
The downside of having the Shaman and Undying, you don't really push out the waves that quickly. So the problem that they're facing right now is the waves are constantly pushed towards their side, so they are finding it hard to find a time to smoke, you know. They're gonna find it now, but it'll be... I'm not sure if they're gonna get a big kill here, because it's obvious, right? Bot lane's pushing quite deep, and there's no one there.
Yeah,
They're gonna
well,
get
there's
DJ.
at least a jump. He's going to be worth some good money if they could kill him, that is. Omq, he is going to jump right back on in. He's actually a little bit isolated as well. Right in the middle of these mass Serpent Wards. Can we get a Ravage to come out? Do they have a Ravage? Will we see one? The stuns continue to come out. They need to do something here as they focus onto Omq. He cannot escape the mass Serpent Wards. Down he goes. The Enigma is going to go down next. Great targeting there by Lewis.
I was surprised they didn't try and save him, because he actually could have gotten the Tide and the Shaman there, you know. And apart from those two heroes, no one else can cancel his Black Hole. And at the same time, it's your carry. It's your carry. It's your brother in arms. He's surrounded in the mass Serpent Wards. There's a watermelon punching him, you know, putting his ankle on him.
It's mom's favorite brother.
How can
you got to do something.
Look at that happening and just sit and do nothing at all, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, it's like when you have a little you have a brother, Winter. It's like when you and your brother get into a little bit of a fight, and then you both go to school the next day, and he's getting picked on. And you're like, oh, maybe I'll watch. Maybe he deserves this. Maybe he's had.
Well, you already mentioned this is the last chance, right, for getting points for EWC. So I'm not sure if this is the best time to fight. You know.
The stakes are high. No, look, I agree. But hey, a good time to fight if your Execration is they do finally get something going for them. That was a scary moment, because had the TA lived or even gotten kills, like that was Deso just delivered. And once that snowball really starts rolling, it's kind of hard to stop it, especially as you say, Winter, with these supports. There they go hunting. There's going to be Rod of Atos into Arrow. That looks like a very dead Undying. This time, no Ceaseless Dirge for him, so he's dead for the full duration.
Okay, can they get Roche? This is important for the TA. Because the PA has been getting quite a couple of last 5 minutes to farm. You know, he finally got some space to farm, so he's going to get his BKB very soon. There's going to be a small timing for the PA to take a fight. So let's see if the TA can actually get the Roche before Palos completes his BKB. They should know what's going on as a ward that saw a courier nearby, you know, so I think that should give them enough information. They're gathering around. Execration. Dagger on tight. They want to get a big Ravage here.
So it'd be huge if they can find it. JG threatening with that counter initiation. DJ, he's going to provide them the vision to initiate. As Shanks, he jumps in, can do nothing to stop the Aegis from being secured, though, by the TA. Mass Serpent Wards in the pit as the Storm. He's free to jump in now that DJ's silence has expired. The Mongols find no opportunity to counter initiate, so they will settle for a death on their Night Stalker, as long as they get the Aegis out on their carry.
Yeah, that was a good play there for DJ, sacrificing himself there just to make sure his teammates got out there. So let's see what Execration can get behind this kill. BKB done on the PA. He's trying to make go for the Manta next. Manta is always nice into the Templar Assassin, because you can dispel the Mel Strike minus armor. It's always very nice to use that.
Man, I've missed seeing DJ play. I'm not gonna lie to you. I missed him. He's been taking a break after Boom.
Kings, right? Enigma.
Oh, for sure.
Enigma is I guess signature hero. Hopefully he gets to play some Enigma someday. Shanks. Yeah. All right, that was not gonna work. Trying to TP out.
What was it doing up there?
It was clearing the wave and placing a ward. Actually, no, this ward was placed before. It was just clearing a wave.
Okay. Well, hold on. He's setting a trap. Castaway, he's going to get jumped from long range as Palos jumps in to deliver the damage through that vortex.
Castaway is probably thinking, we just killed your shaman there, you know. He was alone, nobody helped him. I killed your teammate and you didn't help, and I'm thinking I can take one wave, right? And all of a sudden there's two heroes behind you.
All right. Winter, we're at the TA triple timing, that Dagger, Deso, Dragon Lance. Alongside that Aegis, of course. This seems like a pretty powerful moment here for the side of Mongols. 20
seconds for Dark Ascension.
Whoa,
silence the tide.
In the world? What was that? Just jump in? Okay, the Ravage going to connect onto 2. Omq's going to blink away. Do they have enough lockdown or damage? They're a little bit low on mana here for Lewis. BKB activated by Palos. He jumps in. He will put down Bob in the river. He's actually worth a pretty penny there. It's a 1,000 gold kill. He was on a wicked 6 streak. Wow. Okay.
A little bit too greedy there. You needed to actually get the roll off earlier, you know, if they wanted to actually fight there. I think initially it was fine that the Night Stalker went in to silence the Tide, but they needed to just get the roll there if they wanted to fight with the... I mean, I guess TA was like saying, I'm coming, you know, I have Aegis, I want to fight. So Pango just needs to, you know, commit. He got too greedy there. He was trying to use his other spells. You know, all the Pango players, they try to use their Swash, they try to use their Shield Crash before they roll, so they get the spells up again when the roll ends. But that was just way too costly there. And now Enigma has BKB, so JG is going to have a way of securing his black hole.
Another jump catch here. This is going to be the first Deso stack for Q. So that's pretty nice. I think Tide has Shard, right? Does he have this dead in the water? Does that stop a Pango from using his...
Yes, it does. It's a leash.
Yeah, right? Okay. I mean, so that's pretty effective. It's also effective at preventing a TA from blinking away because, you know, she can still blink after you do no damage to Meld, right? So that's also a pretty nice ability. It'll stop a leap away. It'll at least slow down a Night Stalker if DJ is trying to, you know, fly over something.
He got nerfed a little bit at this patch. I mean, the cooldown, extra 10 seconds. But still, it's still a very useful shot. One of the better ones. Like, Tide
definitely
has always this problem where, oh, I'm trying to secure a kill. Oh no, I have to use Ravage, right? It's a long cooldown. But now with the shot, sometimes all the small little kills, you can just use your dead in the water, just leash him, and you're gonna be able to get the kill without using your Ravage.
Your Ravage, yeah, no,
it's very nice.
It makes a lot of heroes that typically have no problems from like just kind of walking away from Tide. It really changes how you have to play the game against them.
You already mentioned the mobile heroes like Pango, Mirana, get leash and you just die.
Yeah, because you just can't break that Thang fast enough. So it's really lovely. Execration, smoke on smoke action here. There's a Dark Ascension ready to go, however. Just no Moonlight Shadow. Everything else is ready. Shanks, he's going to blink in. Kicks the fight off with a nice Hex here. DJ, counter initiation. Is anyone going to save him from Execration? No. Nope. He's just going to die, but he does have a buyback. Black Hole, it's going to be able to catch Palos. Do they have something to cancel it? They can't. JG's got a BKB. Ravage is still going to connect onto all 5 heroes, though. But where's the follow-up here? Carry's already dead for a full minute. 3 heroes dead already. Oh no, no one is going to be buying back from Execration as the Mongols, they will turn for cleanup duty. They will pick up 4 heroes. That's the Ceaseless Dirge, so he still dies, but it respawns instantly. If only they had that for PA.
That was actually really wrong the way they started the fight. They used the Shaman to bait. I felt like they should have just used the Undying to bait since he had the Caesar's Dirge up. And then he can just TP back after he dies. You know, Shaman going in, I mean, sure, you have the foul play, but it doesn't really save you, you know. It's not that reliable. So I felt like Shanks going in first was not the right play. They needed to let CML run in with the Undying bait, use the Caesar's Dirge, and try to force them to use their BKBs. I think the ideal situation is you go in, you make the Enigma BKB, and then you can reset and just back off, and then when the BKB ends, you go back in, you know.
No, definitely. No, I mean, it was extremely problematic there, right? The Storm zipping through the black hole. Like, I saw Storm zipping, and I thought he was going to zip onto the Enigma.
He
and
can't
pull
because
him.
of BKB.
Yeah, but he can't. So he was just on the wrong side of the fight. I don't know. It was tough. It was tough to see that from Execration. But
second Tormentor. Second Tormentor for the Mongols here.
Whoa, Lewis. Brother. Oh, okay. He's still going to be able to find a kill. Castaway very low on mana. I don't believe he has more than a leap charge in him. Oh, he's got a second.
Oh
no.
Everybody felt it from a mile away.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw the effort.
From Bangkok,
well, it's okay. Talos will get him. I did. Yes, I did. Hold on. I need to smell my smelling herbs, my herbal inhaler, to get over that one. Okay, I'm better now.
Ward's place. Shaman wants to take the tower here, but Q says have a taste of that tie, you know. Side blade splashing in on him with the traps. Just defends the tower solo.
Q hit him with you only wanted a little spicy, and hit him with the little Thai bird's eye chili, you know.
Yeah, he's gonna have the triple bird's eye chili soon with the Silver Edge, so he can break the tide.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt, man. It's gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah, you can break the tide, break the PA. So
That's
very
right.
nice pickup here for the TA. It's a huge timing.
Speaking of break, this fan of knives, do we have this shard yet for Palos? Has he picked it up yet? No, he has not. His courier's on the way. Is
Should
it
be
in
the
there?
next thing
No,
you pick
it's the
up.
basher.
I mean, it's also just a lot of damage, right? It's not exactly
Oh, for sure.
just the break. It's the pure damage.
That's exactly that's what I was thinking about it here for him in particular. But I can't say that I hate this item build anyway. I think Palos is doing the best that he can in this type of a game. Second Roche ought to be the next objective for both of our teams, Winter. Let's see how everyone begins to gear up. Wow, a BKB for DJ. Holy moly.
this is a very, very big timing. BKB on Night Stalker. They have the Silver Edge done on Arm Q. I mean, as long as they get the right jump with the Night Stalker vision, because nothing can stop the BKB black hole, except for, there's the basher now. So PA is the only one. But as long as PA is in the black hole, anyway you want to black hole the PA, so he's the biggest damage dealer.
You'd have to get pretty unlucky on that now. Okay. Looks like CML
Dirge
is going to get caught on here. Does he have Ceaseless Dirge? He does not. So he's dead for 50.
Dead. For good.
Rolling Thunder. Almost got Bob back. Who have you started here? Bob. He must have seen someone he has. Oh, but he guessed incorrectly here. Does he still have the opportunity to catch Palos? He does. Second stun thanks to the roll-up is good. And they're just in with the black hole. Wasting in no time. JG even committing the use of the BKB just in case. DJ covering him with the vision. I like that commitment a lot from the Mongolz. Very well played. I love it.
Yeah, don't have to be greedy saving that BKB, you could get cancelled by either the tide or the storm there. I think that was a very good play, just don't be greedy. Just get the kill on the PA, get out, get the towers, and then get Roche.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. There is going to be a moment here, maybe like a minute, where Execration will be, respawn on every hero and have full utility, and you might not have a black hole, you might not have a BKB, you might not have Dark Ascension, but I like the decision. I agree. We'll see if Execration now can, make something of this opening. They have to. I think this game is kind of sliding out of control for them, Winter. It's 10-25, an 11k net worth lead here at 30 minutes, as we are in this nighttime period. Roche,
they're always very slow. Just feels like every time Mongolz is the one making the play faster. They get the kill, they are in the smoke a little bit faster, and now Execution comes without the PA. So Mongolz are not really expecting this, but they're going to try to delay. DJ once again jumps in, forces out the Ghost Scepter on tide. Buys enough
Roche,
time.
He's gone down. Oh, the zip in, just too late. Silence here on the Lewis, forces the BKB. Shanks, he's going to jump in here as well. Gets silenced immediately by that TA trap. He's going to be focused on down. He is immune to all this damage, allowing him to live thanks to the Ghost Scepter. Another stun out from Bob, though. That puts him down into the grave. Oh, no, CML, he's going to die there as well. Shanks, he buys back. They do secure that Aegis out from OmQ, but not before he takes down both supports. Do they have it for the second life? Yeah, absolutely they do. As with the Tide Hunter standing in the middle, threatening with that black hole and no BKB to counter-initiate, the Mongolz, they find themselves outfought. I think even without Palos even. They didn't even need him.
Yeah, he came at the end, the 4 heroes just ran in, I mean, I think DJ did the right thing again. He jumped out, he tried to buy enough time. But I'm not sure if the roll was on cooldown or not. Maybe it was on cooldown. Maybe but if he had roll, he actually needed to just roll out and try to just secure the Roshan, even if they don't get a kill, just roll out and try to disrupt them. And TA finishes the Roshan and they try to run away, maybe sacrifice one hero.
All right.
But in the end, it turned out really good for Execration. They got the Aegis, they got a kill on the TA as well. So now they're going to be pretty happy about the state of the game for them. PA has time to get another item. Once you get the Basher at the Abyssal, this is going to give them a very reliable way of locking down heroes through their BKBs, especially the Enigma. I mean, he has a Ghost Scepter on the Enigma, so it's very telling that the PA is going to be a huge problem in the upcoming fight. Like both the offlaners, the Tide and the Enigma, have a Ghost Scepters, not an item you see on those heroes so often.
I think, there's 3 Ghost Scepters right now, right? Because I know that Shanks has one on the Shaman. What do we have? Yeah, 3. Wow. Winter, I wanted to talk to you. Normally, when we get to this stage of the game, I feel like we tend to focus, maybe it was the patch, maybe it's just us, maybe it's my POV, but I feel like in a lot of our casts, we tend to focus a lot on the carry versus carry matchup. it sounds like from what we've discussed so far, it's a lot more, I wouldn't say necessarily about the offlaners, but a lot more about the team fights and making sure these heroes are enabled, as this is going to be another death for CML. No big deal. What do you think?
Yeah,
Is this still
longer
gonna
the
be
game,
like
the longer the game goes, definitely the question will come, who has the better scaling in terms of the carries. I mean, we spoke a little bit about the carry to carry matchup earlier, where Templar Assassin is good against PA because you are playing into single damage instances, so refraction is very useful into that. But at the same time, the longer the game goes, the PA is gonna be happier against a TA. TA has I would say an expiration date. You don't really want to play like a 50-60 minute game. I mean, sure, nowadays with talents and everything, the hero definitely doesn't fall off as hard as before, but still,
Sure.
you don't want to be going into ultra late game as a TA into the PA.
Okay, well, we'll see. At this point, Winter, what, 30, just shy of 35 minutes in, or do you still think we're kind of in more of a TA balance? Oh, hold on. We're going to have to hold that thought, GML. He got baited by the illusion.
He
BKB
actually popped
forced
BKB for that.
by TJ, though.
That was a nervous BKB.
I think that's a Rolling Thunder utilized as well. Yeah, it was. So that's a few ultis used.
Yeah, they are shaken up. Their confidence after the last Roshan fight. They are definitely feeling the heat. Because like you said, you're asking me about, is it still in the range of the TA's timing right now? I would say still is, but even though they have this 7-8k lead, I don't think it's actually a lot right now based on just the hero matchups. One more mistake, I think Execration is going to be in control of the game. So right now the Mongolz have to be very, very cautious about their next move, especially the next fight. They cannot afford to mess up again. The Dark Ascension and the Rolling Thunder has to be used correctly for them to win the next fight. I mean, the Black Hole can only be on the PA, I think, at this rate. No one else should be in the Black Hole. Okay, sure, if you get 2 heroes, including the PA, go ahead. But I think JG has to be laser focused on Black Holing this PA from Palace. He's the main damage source, You have to make sure that he's not killing your teammates.
Can't Undying just tombstone the PA though, if she's not BKB'd, and like, don't they still have a little bit of time?
You can. It won't be easy, because you don't have a dagger on the. Okay, he's getting dagger in 200 gold. So once he has the dagger, it'll be more reliable.
Yeah, it's got a really long cast animation as well. They have silences on this TA trap and the Night Stalker. Like, it's still problematic. I'm just kind of thinking about.
You can't feel like it's like a reliable save. I'm just trying to put that out.
I was just kind of thinking about potential counterplays, right? Because it's just tough, right? Like when JG lands that black hole, it feels like Execration have no options.
If they can get Wind Waker, sure. Yeah. But without Wind Waker, there's not many good ways of saving. So the best way to counteract that is to initiate first, so the Enigma Black Hole doesn't come onto your PA. They need to make the jump first, Which
best defense is a good offense.
Yeah, which has been a problem, for Execration. They've been really slow on making the most of this game. They're not really jumping as frequently as I would hope for with the Storm. And it's always like they're just trying to wait and capitalize on Mongolz making a mistake, And now the Mongolz, they're, oh no, the TA is getting left behind.
This is awkward.
This is...
Omq, what are you doing here? Blinks. Vision. They see him. They make the jump. No! A blink away, Shanks. He wasn't ready. Someone's coming through the
twin gate. That was a good spot.
Sure
to blink.
Yeah, it was. He knows his trees. They just changed this area, didn't they? Wow. That was...
He is like always pretty... I feel like he's on a different wavelength, like on the comms with his team, Omq. I mean, he's the only Thai in his team, but it just feels like sometimes he's not really following his teammates' like movements as quickly as he should. And that was a lucky case of just having to expand your BKB, but it was, let me remind everyone, a 9-second BKB, so it was still something,
Yeah, still something. I'm sure Shanks was silenced by the TA traps or something, but a difficult moment there. JG, he's lingering. He's looking like he wants to black hole something. In goes Bob now, but a quick little zip away. They won't be able to catch onto him. Okay, stuns here. Good for the lockdown onto JWL, preventing some sort of follow-up ravage to pull him into a fight. So the Mongolz, once again, poking Winter, but not finding anything that they can really set their jaws on.
Yeah, meanwhile, Execration is happy that they are pushing them back. They're creating more time to farm. PA is going to have another item at this rate before the next rush. That would be the ideal scenario if they can get one more item on the PA before the rush fight. May spawn in about 40 seconds, so they kind of want to buy enough time for Palos to complete his next item. If he actually gets the Satanic, it's going to be a huge problem. You might not be able to kill him through the black hole, and then he pops Satanic and he lifesteals to full.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see what will happen here. Lewis just charging ahead with the Gem of True Sight, the rest of the team following in his wake. As this is like, what, 35 minutes in, I really feel like Execration, they've really woken up here, man. Not only has the net worth lead nearly been neutralized, but just the way that they're playing around the map. Now, Bob, he has already another Rolling Thunder ready to go because of that Octarine core. Finds a decent stun. There's going to be the Entomb, though. Okay, Palos makes this opportunity to jump on in. There's going to be the black hole. JG
he's not dying.
Interrupting Palos, trying to do the damage here. Amku, but there's simply not enough. Winter, Palos, he's still alive. The 1v1, the Ravage is going to come through. Amku still protected by the BKB, but the rest of his team is not. He goes down as Execration clean house. 4 heroes dead. No one on Execration has died here, except for maybe the Undying. And that is
that was like a
fight.
That was like a weird poke, you know. They tried to go on the tide, but they already used Silver Age, right? They didn't really commit Black Hole or anything to kill him. I felt like if they wanted to touch him with the Silver Age, they have to kill him right there, you know, and just commit everything. And they didn't kill him, and then the PA came in, they tried to black hole the PA, but because TA already used his Silver Edge, so they couldn't break his evasion, and there was like a bunch of like misses there during the black hole. Not sure if it would have mattered in the end, but it just felt like they didn't really fully commit onto one kill. You know? They needed to either fully commit to kill the Tide, or they fully commit to kill the PA, instead of 50-50 each.
That didn't work out for them there, as the first 2 or 3 tower of the game has been demolished by the Execration. Up they go into the high ground of the Mongolz. Palos up to level 24. There's an Ags, there's a Basher on this Pango, so you know they can do whatever they can try to stop the damage, but the mid barracks have fallen. The silence, man. So annoying, that little on the dagger.
It breaks your mind, Richie.
Does break my mind, dude. I get perma-stunned whenever I get attacked by an enemy and I get silenced. It's not good. It's not good.
This is the last hurrah for the Mongols here. This rush fight.
Oh, without a black hole?
They have no black hole, they have no Dark Ascension, 20 seconds, but they have to go, you know. They can't give PA the biggest
arrow
to fight.
Doesn't catch anyone but Roche. Then goes the Storm Spirit. He's going to force the BKB of DJ. Kane staying on top of him through the silence thanks to his own BKB. Finds himself now a bit too deep as his BKB expires. Counter initiation now from the Mongols. Bob, he's going to find a stun here on his CMO. If they can kill him before Tombstone is dropped. No. He does actually get his Tombstone down onto the ground, and now the backlines be initiated on Palos. He's kind of being juked here. Finally finds his jump in, though, and he blows up DJ. How's the rest of the fight looking? Still not that great for the Mongols as Amku, he's getting chunked through his BKB, leashed now and killed off nearly by the neutrals, but it's CML who lands the killing blow there. Lewis, barely anything left here on his mana, even with the Arcane Rune active, I want to say.
He's playing into Tide. He's playing into Tide. He got ravaged by Tide, and then he got ravaged by the creeps as well, the neutral creeps.
Sure he did. JG trying to TP away, and he's not going to be going anywhere. Caught and killed in the trees.
That is probably the end of this game, you know. The nail into the coffin. TA's reign this game is over. Now it's PA's time to reign.
It's the Croaker's time. Remember when Tide had Tendrils of the Deep? For like a minute?
The
nice frog said, you know what? What if we made more neutrals? And also bring back those Prowlers. Okay. Bob's just in a TP away here. They actually don't have a way to cancel that without the Abyssal.
Just casually saying bye to his ex-teammates, you know, and they respond to him, we don't miss you anyway.
Oh no, I guess not, man. I guess not. They say it's okay. It still feels like home. Palos is back. You know, Palos was off the team for a little while. But now he's back again. They always come home.
Yeah, home is always like that special place, right? You go abroad for a month, 2 months, and then you just gotta go home and get your home-cooked meal, you know? That soup that you ate.
The nasi lemak.
No, the soup, you know, that warm soup.
The nasi lemak. That's me right now, dude. In Bangkok for a while. Miss KL, miss my cat. And then an earthquake happens. What can you do, bro?
Oh, yeah.
What can you do? Palos?
Stay safe.
Nah, it's okay. We're all good now. Okay, a little mass serpent ward action. That's a Scythe of Vice there. Does catch Bob out. JG still waiting. He's got BKB and Black Hole ready to go. This could be a moment. A lot of damage here on the Palos, but he still has that Aegis and Entombed now. He is not easily killed. Bob doing what he can, trying to keep everyone back. Still no jump in here onto Palos, but he does BKB on this first life. Satanic nearly heals Palos back to full as his BKB expires, but there's still no jump from the Mongols.
They got the Rex though, so...
Did I hear a refresh?
Objective. Yeah, I heard a refresh. Someone used a refresh. Is it the Tide or someone? I don't know who used the refresh.
I don't know. Was it like a shard? Was it the shard? It must have been, right? The refresher shard? I think that's what our observer's trying to say. Okay.
We'll know in a bit when there's a team fight recap. We'll get to see. I want to see who used the scan, you know, in the team fight recap. I should put it. It was this guy. He was the one that used the scan. It was Shaman.
I really like Ringmaster's secondary facet with the scan, the global scan. That one's my favorite because then I get to use scans a lot. You know, it makes me feel like I'm late game Terran. You don't have
the whoopee cushion.
Yeah, I don't like the whoopee cushion though. I think the unicycle's funny. The unicycle's funny though. And now you can use it, and you know.
Yeah, says the guy who never uses a bike. You know.
That's true.
It goes everywhere on the train, on a Grab, but never uses a bike.
Yep. You try biking, dude. I feel like it's like lethal in these countries. If you didn't grow up here, it's like lethal. You get in the back of a Grab bike in Bangkok, and you know you better hold on for dear life. People here, they feel different, man. I don't know what to say.
You know what they say? Practice makes perfect.
That's true. That's true. And now, you know, Mongols are trying to hold on to this game like I hold on to the back of a bike here riding around Bangkok. It's scary, but this is a great opportunity to jump in. They need a little bit of magic damage, and they have it now.
Palos is in.
Shanks with the counter initiation from Palos now. He cannot blow up Castaway. Okay, Silence. Pretty good job on the back lines. Bob taking down the Tombstone as the Ravage just come through on top of the Black Hole BKB. Do they have enough damage to take down Palos? Palos, he's going down, and he is going to die, but that's only through the Aegis, and it's cost OMQ nearly everything. Lewis jumps back on in. A second sight of the Silence. Palos, he's going to jump in. He wants to be able to put down this Templar Assassin. They just barely lack the damage. So there's a Gem of True Sight. No hiding in the meld for you, OMQ. Down he goes, but he does have buyback. Lewis, he's died as well, but also buys back in this fight as Bob being chased away from his base now. JWL spitting on this Pango as Palos jumps in to secure it. And once again, the Croakers ravaging them with the tendrils of the deep. Okay, so what happened in that fight? That was two buybacks, was there? Just one buyback?
Yeah, the Mongols decides to jump because they know they're not together. They know the storm was in bottom area, so they decided to jump, start the fight on the Shaman. I mean, initially it was fine. The Black Hole could have been a little bit sooner, so he catches two heroes, but meanwhile, wait a minute, OMQ, he buys back.
I want to try and end. JWL jumps in, Scythe of Vice, they're going to try and blow one up, and they will. Buyback available on the bottom. Lewis jumps in, he's just buyback as well as OMQ. OMQ is just dead. He just dies.
That has to be it. He's dead. There's no more Black Hole. That's GG.
That's got to be the game. No Black Hole, nothing. Castaway, he is going to call it an Execration. It took them a while, Winter, to really come into their form, but eventually they will be able to defeat the Mongols here. And
I don't know about going more than 2 points, but sometimes I feel like even if you go more than 2 points to try to win the lane, it's not worth it, you know, because you can't really rotate easily without your Blink Max and Max Scream skill build, you know. So it's not really even worth it to win the lane with your 2 points in Shadow Strike. I much rather he just play for his mid game, you know, just Blink, Scream, control runes, and try to rotate. But at the same time, your mid game is also not exactly that scary into the A, you know, because you can actually die very easily.
A little bit of banter in the all chat. Again, Bob, you know, he's played a lot with these guys.
This is kind of a rumble.
A little rumble on.
I mean, I don't know if you can consider. I guess you can, you know, because there's 3 Pinoy players on Mongolz. There's JG, there's Bob, there's DJ. There's one Thai player, and there's Castaway, you know, from South Africa.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll see how
I mean,
things go.
he's actually an honorary SEA player already.
By
since
this
he's been
point,
here
yeah.
so long.
By this point, would you say the same for me if I signed up and joined Execration? Is it still a full Philippine?
No,
Darn
not
it.
for you.
Darn it, dude.
Oh no, Palos.
Oh,
no.
Palos. He wanted to
He
explore
went tag
into the
team instead of the
trees,
shard.
But I think he's
no.
going to be okay. Yeah, no, ice shards for
He
DJ.
needed ice
DJ,
shard.
all of a sudden, he finds himself in a little bit too deep. He goes down. Lewis strikes for first blood.
Oh no, that was a big blunder. They're not getting the shot. He decided to go for the tag team there. And they didn't have a setup. It's like Tiny has no stun at level 1. As usual, carry Tinys don't get stun at level 1. And there's nothing else. So he needed to block him there to secure the first blood.
Yeah. And Palos will be pretty happy with that. He says, thanks for saving me, DJ.
No,
we'll
you know
DJ's...
who's happier? Lewis. He got the kill. The enemy mid laner gets the kill, and Bob is like, I am the last pick, Queen of Pain. I have to win my lane against a first blood
storm. Yeah, no, he's got a full wand ready to go now. He's more than halfway to the bottle. It's going to be a little bit more of an uphill battle now here for Bob. But again, he does have kind of the ideal matchup. Beat to level 2. Kind of hard to do anything against that. Such a disgusting hero now, this Storm Spirit, isn't he? But we'll assume that Bob's going to have something to do about it here later on. Eager to see how our Tusk is going to be doing. Wow, Bob is just really taking the business now a bit.
Did he go for... No, he's going for the Scream Blink build, I guess. No, he still has a skill point save.
He's saving the point, yeah.
Maybe he will go for the dagger, the Shadow Strike. I keep calling it dagger, but it's Shadow Strike. It reminds me of
a dagger.
A dagger, because she throws out a dagger.
It's not Stifling Dagger or Spectral Dagger, but it's still a dagger.
Yeah, but they always say, you need to get the names right so you don't confuse the audience,
Yes,
so a Shadow Strike is a Shadow Strike, a dagger.
You're right.
A Stifling Dagger is a Stifling Dagger.
You're
if you call everything a dagger, then there'll be no interesting names, right? Everything
You're right.
sounds the same.
Super important. It's like if you mistake Skeleton Walk for Shadow Walk. They're very different spells.
Imagine Impale, the Lion Impale and the next Impale. Oh my.
Super different. I mean, it's really important that we clarify all these things. Because then if not, you're going to get some Redditor. Actually, that's not what it's called.
He's opted to go for the 2 points in Shadow Strike. So he's waited long enough. Okay, he decides, okay, I'm going to try to pressure him, which I think makes sense here. Because against a Storm, you kind of want to slow him down. But it's going to cost a lot on your own farm as well, right? Because without Scream, you're not pushing and you're not getting jungle creeps as quickly. You're going to be playing more towards the lane. And curious to see whether he's going to commit even further, at level 5. If he's going to get one more point, we'll just have to see. And now Magnus tries to get the skill off, does not land it.
Nope.
But this is a lane where, the Magnus is just going to farm, the Tiny is going to farm. I feel like the Tiny is eventually just going to out-sustain the Magnus because he has Warlock on his side, right? He's going to get more farm in the long run.
Whoa, top lane, see him out. They eventually catch him.
This is the Tusk into AA matchup, right? It's very easy to die as AA into the Tusk. He traps you with the shot, or in this instance, just the tag team and the stun from the Mars and just kills you off, It's just not much you can do as AA if you get caught out, So one thing I would say that you can do is you have to be careful of every time you walk towards the jungle area on the side. Sometimes you're trying to get vision. You have to be very careful not to overstep, Best thing you could do is just hug your carry, sit beside your carry.
Yeah, especially when you're playing one of these fragile 5s, right?
Yeah, if the Tusk catches you, you're more or less going to die.
I gotta give a little bit of credit to Simo. They did just change this this area, right, kind of recently, so maybe he's just still kind of getting used to it again after it got reworked a second time. Yeah,
it's. I think previously it's easier to die. Now it's harder to die because there's a lot more trees to hide in. Before there's not. So yeah.
DJ, just throwing out the ice shards.
Some poking.
Yeah, he was
really relaxed. It's poking.
He was trying to stop the range creeps from getting aggroed because if you do damage to the carries and the creeps are in range, they'll do it. But unfortunately, both of those creeps are gonna die.
2 denies there, so that was good. 2 range denies.
Very nice. Okay. So mid lane, now that we see the 2 points, Winter in the Shadow Strike.
Okay, so level 5. What is he going to do? Second point in Scream or the third point? The third point in Shadow Strike means that he's just going to all in to win the lane.
Well, he's done it. Third point in the Shadow Strike. And he's still got 8 wand charges, the Fairy Fire, and Bottle. So Bob's actually fairly tanky. Uphill miss
Oh my
there.
God,
As jumping
this
forward,
guy's
revealing the
crazy.
ward. Bob jumps in a second time for
Oh
the Shadow Strike.
my
And
God,
he's going to
there's
die.
no way that was worth.
He's going to die before he gets the kill.
There's no way it's worth it. I mean, this is really bad news for the Queen of Pain. When you're dying as Queen of Pain in the early game, it is very, very bad. You're no longer bringing the pain to your opponents, but your teammates. Every time your mid laner picks a queen and she's dying in the early game, everybody's starting to get tense, you know.
Well, I always die for my queens. Like in chess.
Well, why do you have to do that? Do you not know that you can actually make a new queen with your pawns?
No, I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in that, so you believe in keeping your original queen alive at all costs?
Yes.
But do you know that you
exactly.
only lose the game if the king dies, not when the queen dies?
I also don't believe in en passant.
Yeah, take it to the FIDE Federation.
I will. And I also won't wear jeans when I go complain to them.
Why are you such a memer in chess, you know? You know all the chess memes?
Of course. No, of course. It's my favorite esport. Goodness.
How about Dota, you know? Back to Dota here.
Back to Dota. You're right. Back to Dota. No, I think I think the mid lane was by far the most interesting thing. It seems like JWL hasn't managed to find a lot of skewers back, so it's just been a lot of farming down here. This is something though, DJ. Sorry, make that Bob.
I mean, the 3 points in Shadow Strike is for Shanks the Night Stalker instead. You're not the Storm.
I guess it is. I mean, it's been working out here for him. Final Scream to pick him off, and that's going to be level 6.
I mean, the
Sonic
Storm
Wave
has
ready to
more
go.
last hits than the Co-op now. This is not good. No bueno, you know. You always like to call it.
Look, man, it was first blood. It was the decision to take 3 points in the Shadow Strike. And Bob, I was, we were clicked on him. Whoa, Spear on back there. It's okay. Action back to mid. This is a really strong push actually here. We'll see if they can do a little bit more damage for this tower, but Lewis is ready to counter initiate at a moment's notice. What was I saying?
You were talking about chess moments ago.
No, I was talking about Bob.
RP?
He decided to take that 3rd point. Okay, in they go. Careful here. Careful. RP is ready to go. DJ. Snowball is going to really make him work for it. As DJ just burning a little bit of time now. No way for him to cross the bridge. Trying maybe for the Wisdom Shrine, but has no opportunity to reach it. Bob is going to be fighting now versus Lewis, as they do contest for that stack. He'll get a few of those creeps his way. Less CS than the Storm certainly does hurt, but it was the combined first blood for Lewis that kind of snowballed into a small, early lead. Lewis naturally clears the first wave, earlier level 2, and Bob has kind of just been playing catch up the whole time here. I was shocked that when Shanks ganked him on the Night Stalker, he committed for that 3rd point immediately as soon as he saw him.
Yeah,
No,
just
that's
very, very aggressive. I guess he really wanted it to try to pressure the Storm, but like I say, it's if you commit your Shadow Strike points and you're not pressuring the guy, then you're gonna affect your own mid game later. Your ability to rotate because you're not clearing creeps fast enough, and yeah, I mean it's going to hurt you, in the long run. Now he's level 7. He's gonna have only 3 points in the Shadow Strike, 1 point in Sonic Wave, but yeah, this is definitely not the best start that the Co-op hoped for. Like going for all these points in Shadow Strike. I mean, he's still farm. He's pretty farm, but you want to suppress your enemy's farm, the Storm's farm, when you're doing this build. And
bot lane, Eclipse
is fine.
coming through the gate. They're going to try for the tiny, but there's just not enough damage. All of a sudden, the arena of Mars, JG finds the spear
big
on
wave.
the Palos. Oh, into the Sonic Wave. Oh,
big catch there
wow.
by JG. Nice setup.
Yeah. They even had the fatal bonds applied just to really drive point the home. Castaway gets that last kill.
Yeah, 1,000
Wow.
damage Sonic Wave.
Yeah,
More or less.
that's a nice one. Holy moly. Put that one in the highlight reel here for the Mongolz. They send Execration packing.
Yeah, definitely overcommitting, for that tower there. I mean, Luna is like a very scary hero to hit the tower because you don't have the longest range, so it's easy for your opponents to catch you off guard when you're hitting the tower. And usually when you don't have Dragonlance, it's ill-advised to hit towers this early on, unless you have a big lead. So Palos
True.
pays the price for it. And right now, back to farming. A is almost level 6, so maybe once they get level 6 on A, they can start to gank with the Storm, A plus Storm, a very potent duo. Running around, just basically you can have enough damage to kill off any hero you see. I mean, the supports are going to need to spend the next few minutes to get their levels, you know, especially Shanks is only level 4, almost 10 minutes in.
Yeah, he's getting some alone time in this mid lane now, but like you're saying, it's been a lot of rotating early for him that has prevented that from happening. DJ hoping to kind of scrape together enough experience for level 6 as we've hit our second natural nighttime. It's funny the way that this really turns everything on its head, especially with like Tormentor and everything, and Roche now being affected by this facet.
It's kind of very annoying, especially for the Tormentor. It becomes on the other side. So 15 minutes and 17 seconds it goes top. So you only have 15, 16, 17 seconds when it's bottom. And after it goes top.
It's kind of tough. Tough to do that down bottom. Does it move?
If you don't have heroes that can do it quickly, you can't really kill it in the first 15 seconds.
They're going to look for Shanks as he is unable to get past those ice shards down bottom. They connect onto 2. In fact, they get the important one. It's the Storm Spirit. Can they burst him in time? Oh, he's going to live on like 50 HP. Instead, it is going to be, well, it seems like nobody dying. CML, he gets some protection from his brother, JWL. Pushing them away.
I thought you said they were not brothers.
I'd like it better. I like the lore better that they are brothers. I like the lore, okay? They do it for the story reasons. Careful top lane. They're going to look for Palos. Now through the Twin Gate they go. Palos waiting at the shrine as Shanks is going to be the one to scout them first, though. Palos, he seems to be willing to fight this, especially with the ultimate ready to go. Golem's going to get dropped onto the 2 of them, though, and look at that fatal bonds damage. Oh, goodness gracious me. JG kept alive. Ice shards from the side from DJ to ensure there was no running there from Palos. As it's going to be another swift movement. I feel like it's the same thing as game 1. Mongolz, a bit of a rockier first like 3 or 4 minutes for them this game. But once again, just connecting better, playing better around their spells here, Winter.
Yeah, especially the Mars, you know. They're very good at utilizing the like ultis, like the Mars to move around to make plays early on, like connecting their heroes. But similar to last game, you know, once you get the advantage, you have to be able to snowball with it and finish the game off with it, you know. Last game they weren't able to do that, and let's see if they can actually do one better from last game, you know. Make sure that they utilize their advantage. They're gonna get the Arcane Rune on Bob. He's very close to his Dagon, 10 gold. So this is a huge timing on the Queen of Pain with your Dagon. Dagon, Arcane Rune. I mean, Shanks is still not level 6, you know. This is not looking good for the Night Stalkers game, you know. 0 and 5. Still level 5, 12 minutes in.
Yeah, they could really use that vision in these team fights, right? That mobility as well that he's going to be able to bring to the table to, you know, if anything, just kind of threaten some of these backliners a little more. For now, it's been Mongolz dominating when it's been coming to any kind of skirmish. I don't know if we've seen like a full 5-on-5 yet, but the skirmishes that we've seen certainly really been strong.
Execration, they don't want to do a 5-on-5 now against what? Sonic Wave, Arena?
No, yeah. Fatal Bonds.
Fatal Bonds, they're all going to just get destroyed. They want to get, you know, take their time, farm their BKBs, dagger BKBs. They need their triple BKB timing this game. Luna, Storm, Magnus. So they're going to be happy playing a little bit of a slower game and just allow the supports to find pickoffs with the Ice Blast and the Dark Ascension.
Yeah,
just
JWL, he's going to be able to assist with that now that he's got his Blink Dagger delivered, right, to try and set up some more of these kills like you're talking about, while Luna still continues to farm. I think that's probably
going to be the first target. Let's see. There's a smoke going top.
Yeah, other side of the map. Palos, he's got no interest. He's just kind of in the way of this smoke as JG captures that Watcher, and he will gate down bottom to join the rest of his team.
Are they going to gate down? Oh, no, they're going for the Wisdom Rune. I mean, the Shrine, the Wisdom Shrine.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah. So we're going to just trade, right? Because it seems like now Execration, they will make their way over to
Mongolz
the Radiant side.
No. When you're ahead, you do not trade anything. Nothing.
That's a chess concept, right?
That is not a...
No, it's better to trade when you're ahead.
Okay. Yeah, because you're trying to simplify. It depends on who you are.
Yes, you want to get to endgame.
If you're Magnus, you want to simplify everything and go to Magnus because he's the endgame god, right? But if
That's
you're
right.
some other player...
Because he's going to double RP you.
If you're some other player, you're more tactical, you want to keep the pieces on the board, you know? I mean,
Yeah,
in
Magnus is
Dota,
on
when
Team
you're
Liquid
ahead,
now.
you just try to keep the map and you build more advantage and you don't rush to finish things off, you know, because it's difficult to go high ground. DJ, can you find the opening here? Shot, trying to block.
Yeah,
Shanks
yeah,
off.
Shanks has got ults. Doesn't want to have to use it here. DJ is not going to be able to spook him into doing it either. But it seems like now they're going to look for the pickoff. CML does have an Ice Blast. He didn't die to the Sonic Wave, so he's going to just yeet that thing to try and scare away the Mongolz. Shanks trying to see what they can find. Gives vision at least
Starting
for
to
Lewis
Shadow
to
Strike.
find the jump onto Castaway, but they just don't have enough damage here. So instead,
JWL
CML gets
says,
denied by his brother. He says, "I'm sorry, brother."
I'll help you.
Pulls the plug.
I'll send you along the way, you know. May the ferry, the boatman, get you to the destination you need to go to.
Man, I do not want you on my deathbed, Winter, if that's what you're going to tell me. Well, I hope you have a nice boat ride. Say hi to Karen for me. Oh, jeez.
It's okay.
Now,
I'll just show up at the after party.
Yeah, that's what my funeral. My funeral is going to have an after party. That's absolutely right. Hell yeah. There's going to be 10 PC set
some
up.
nachos. No. Okay, fine.
For
10 PC,
my
some
boomer friends.
nachos.
They can play Dota 1 together.
Yeah,
Good effort here on the ice blast. A little late though.
Don't forget the wall keys, you know. Do you use wall keys?
I don't even know what that is, bro.
The hotkeys, you know, because now in Dota 2 you can change your hotkeys, you know. But back then you couldn't, so you need wall keys to customize your
okay.
spells and your items.
I see.
What a world we
let's
live
see.
in right now. DJ, he's looking for a fish.
Ooh.
A rhinoceros
well-
tries to skewer him. He's gonna trap him in the
He's
cage.
gonna go in himself. Now Shanks, he's stuck inside the cage. JW, all that is, trying to TP away, but the Spear of Mars will interrupt that. Bob with a haste rune here. I don't believe there's gonna be any running from him, especially with another Shadow Strike applied.
Get the kill with the Dagon.
At the ready, diving the tower. Bob will be able to pick him off.
Always feels better to get the last hit on the Dagon. Don't you agree? Just zap his ass, get the kill, and tell your team kills a kid.
Yeah. I kind of see what you're saying there. I like doing that when I play a lion, you know? Just finger of deathing absolutely unnecessarily. It's about sending a message.
No, bro. Stack.
Gigi?
I need the stack.
Gigi?
You tell
What?
the team, I
What's
need
going
the
on?
stack.
Carlos? Okay, the TPs are coming. Power Ranger TPs to the trees. Lewis realizing he's overcommitted. Ice Blast as well
no mana.
is not going to scare him off.
Here comes the Walrus.
DJ, that is.
Oh,
Blinking
shard.
forward. Lewis out of mana. Shards are going to catch him, actually, especially with that nice shard bonus there. Shanks kind of ult here. It's kind of...
The agony
little
shot on the ice shot, Richie. That's what you were trying
Yep.
to say.
The sharded shards. What do you mean?
Shard
What did I
bonus.
say? The shard bonus. That's what it is. The shard bonus. It increases the length there.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's the bonuses you get for getting the shot on the ice shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they force out Shanks to pop his Dark Ascension. So now there's going to be time to fight. They're going to smoke a cigar, running into the enemy territory, trying to look for a target here. Iceman is not the ideal target.
No, he would be an easy kill, but you're looking for something bigger. CML standing in the way. Instead, they do see these Manta
No, they see Luna
illusions.
Moonfang.
Palos. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
they
going to get
trap her.
jumped, put inside of a cage as well as Bob jumps on in. No way out. Trapped inside the sharded shards as DJ punches him up into the air. And Bob, I don't know what he secured the kill with, but will be able to get the last hit.
Are you kidding? It's the Dagon.
Was it the Dagon?
I don't know.
I don't think it was the Dagon. I think it was the Scream or just the DOT
Yeah, it was
from
the Scream.
the
Probably the Scream.
Shadow Strike, not the Shadow Dagger.
And DJ, another opening here, just finding kill after kill for his team. This is the power of the
Nice.
Tusk
That's a
with the
big pick
daggers
off.
earlier.
Look mid, though. Look mid. They are hunting. It looks
Oh!
like... Oh, try to
Good
push him in
RP.
into the Ice Blast. RP does catch Castaway as from behind. It is at least going to be a single kill for Omq. He blows up CML and will simply just escape. He's thinking about even going back in again, I think, this guy.
Oh, he's gonna see Luna Moonfang.
Can he really kill
Nah,
this
he
Luna
can't
solo?
kill. He need one more hero. He need the Tusk.
Okay, well, TJ's coming. Shadowblade ought to be expiring soon, so he's going to hide behind a tree.
He might have a chance here on the wave here if they try to go for him. Nope. Then stop pursuing Luna Moonfang. Well, it gets to you right, every time I use the old names.
Yeah, especially I like it when I use the old names and it upsets you when I call him Gondar or something, you know? You don't like that very much.
Yeah, because Gondar has the weirdest hitbox, you know. If you play Dota 1, you'll know how difficult it is to click on Gondar because he's so skinny. When you're trying to use your targeted spells on him, you can't get him.
I hated in Dota 1 when the ogres, someone playing Ogre Magi would kill one of the ogres and hide in the camps. That would always trick me.
Okay, the centaur. Alright, Task finds the A again. Iceman.
That's a great jump. Meanwhile, Palos, he is trapped inside of that arena of blood. He goes down. CML killed off. They even commit the golem here, trying for this kill on to Shanks. He's been hit now by not the dagger, but the shadow strike as they continue chasing after him more and more, pinned to the walls of his own barracks. As Shanks actually still alive.
Oh my
goodness, Bob.
And he's gonna die
goes
for
right
it.
back on in. He's going to TP away, and he actually escapes. Unbelievable. Lewis left empty-handed. I didn't quite catch there how DJ died, but he's going to be the only one to be traded away. Was it just Ice Blast, DOT?
Ice
probably?
Blast tick, yes.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate,
Don't
bro.
hesitate.
Oh my god. He's telling the
He's,
person who replaced him not to hesitate. That is a shot.
And he's doing it in English. He wants everyone to know, bro. He wants everyone to know.
Man, the bird's eye chili coming into play here. Spicy.
Skin spicy, yeah. OmQ says no, not enough. Put more chili on it.
If I kill you like this or I escape from you like this, I'll just tell you. I don't even berate you like this, you know. I'll just tell you, oh, I got your nasi lemak, you know. Thanks for your nasi lemak, you know. But this is just some next level berating, you know. Don't hesitate, bro. He knows his weakness. He knows where to poke, you know.
We'll see. You know, the thing about Bob is after watching him play for a few years on a wide variety of teams, not just Execration, it's you know, when it rains, it pours, and sometimes the only thing pouring are his tears from losing the games and being a little bit too over aggressive. We'll see how things get rolling for him now.
He lets his talking do too much, right? Instead of his playing.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so but hey, it's a great setup. We love to see the spice here, don't we, folks? JWL, he's gonna get jumped on. OmQ setting things up there with the Shadowblade counter initiate. If you can call it a counter initiation, all he did was take a step back in Shadowblade, but either way, a beautiful jump. And allows Bob. Was that a godlike streak for him? Did I see that correctly? Godlike on the Quap? I think this.
Yeah, probably right. 9-1. Yeah. He died very early on. That was the death in the lane. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very common to see corps. If you want to win as corp, you need to be 21, you know, or something like that.
Right. You can't be like 37. It's too old.
You can only afford to die twice on this hero.
Oh, okay. I see. I thought you were saying like because then your hands are too slow after you're 21.
This is a hero where you cannot afford to die because you just lose the game, you know. Something like Alina, you know, you're owning mid hard 10-0, and then one death, you lose the game.
I think Mongolz saw that smoke. There's a ward right here. DJ, in either way, he's in position to, perfectly break the smoke.
Run away.
Forces the Dark Ascension. They're going to try and run, but they have caught one. CML, okay, RP onto 2. Ice Blast, good enough, I think, there in that instance. CML, not perfect.
Yeah, he didn't get the memo there. I think Castaway was already ready to die alone there because he's cast away by his team. But JJ says, nope, I will not let my captain die alone. But that was like a buy one, free one, you know, as we like to call it in SEA. A deal, a value deal. DJ, punch.
DJ trying to blow one up into the Sonic Wave. That's a lot of damage, and the Dagon this time, Winter. That'll do the trick. JWL, he has nothing to try and fight left with. CML doing what he can from the side.
Give Bob the kill. I want more all chat.
In the trees, the toss.
No!
Yep, it'll get the job done. OmQ, he is going to secure that one himself, though.
Oh,
CML,
he's wanted to see what he's going to say next. Okay, it's not over. Bob is looking for Shanks.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Give him the kill.
If DJ steals this one away from him as well.
Give
Come on,
him
DJ.
the kill. Nice.
Oh, God. Well, there it is. 11-1-4 now on this Queen of Pain, having an absolute riot of a game. Well done here to Bob.
Every time you have a Queen of Pain in your game, Richie, a word of advice, give her all the kills.
Mm-hmm.
You need to boost the ego because a person that picks Queen of Pain is a person that has a very big ego.
Do you think
nice
that...
dodge.
Oh, wow, what a dodge. How did he know?
That was sentry somewhere, right? They saw him? Yeah, that's
I guess they
sentry.
must.
They saw the
Yeah,
A.
yeah, okay. That makes sense. Well, it's still really great timing, honestly. Really, really great timing.
Time to check out on the neutral items. Don't think we got to talk about it.
I don't mind. Yeah, we
Anyone
didn't.
have
We talked
any-
about it a lot when they changed it.
So we have mana drought, warlock. Queen of Pain has the horse, the tumbler's toy.
The
Tiny
horse.
Brigand's blade. Anyone has any nice enchantments? Taz has a Gossamer Cape with Brawny, more HP. That's what I would like to. But he has some mana problems now because he has Glimmer and Dagger. So he uses a lot of mana. So Mars has Iron Talon with Tough, damage and armor, which makes sense only on this hero. Frontliner, and you're gonna do some damage. Gets the Yules off.
Heals.
Dagger still on
That
cooldown.
hurts. That's Ice Blast and its Dark Ascension use. He's gonna still be seen here thanks to the Dark Ascension vision. But,
How is he allowed to live there with his dagger on cooldown initially? You know, when your dagger is still on cooldown, you don't go to the wave and clear the wave, you know, because you need to nuke and blink out.
It's against the rules.
Yes, there's a lot of unspoken rules in Dota, and that's one of them.
Whoa,
And
whoa,
DJ
whoa, no way. No
DJ punch.
way. Palos, BKB can try and turn and fight here. DJ realizing, okay,
Maybe I should
Punch
have
this.
saved my uppercut.
yeah, just
For
a
a
bit
rainy
longer.
day.
But hey, that's a BKB use. I think that's not,
Yeah, that
necessarily
was
a big
9
loss.
second BKB, right? Yeah, 9 second BKB.
I believe so. Yeah, I
That
believe
was
so.
a fresh one. Fresh
mean,
out of
not
the
really
oven, you know, Richie. They always taste the best.
The BKBs, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
A
Whenever
little
you
bit of
force a 9 second
seasoning,
one.
a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and it's warm. It's the
Well,
best time to get it.
when you say fresh out of the oven, really what you want is that fresh butter, right? You want that nice high quality butter. Get the fat in the bread when it's still warm. Oh, delicious. Or like a pineapple bun. Oh,
A pineapple
good.
bun?
yes, sir. Fresh out of the oven with the cold butter on it.
Pineapple on your bun? I know some people hate pineapple on pizza, but pineapple on your bun?
No. It's just the what's it called when you know the one I'm talking about. I don't know the name of it. It's called a pineapple bun, but there's no pineapple on it. They just call it
Okay,
pineapple
fine.
bun because it looks like
Tomato bun, you know? AA got the tomato, got the
Yes.
shot. Not
Yes,
even
he
there, you know,
did.
but he gets blessed by
JD's
Gaben.
chasing. They see Palos. Oh, he's got absolutely no way out. And Bob Dagan, absolutely there it is.
Yeah.
Collects the kill. That is his 12th.
This is
game, I
the-
believe.
The fruits that they have gotten because they forced the BKB TP earlier, and now his BKB is on cooldown. So they still got rewarded in the end, you know, for forcing the BKB. And Lewis farming enemy river, very very low. JG is looking for him. Can he land the Yules? Blink Yules! Alright, he
Down
is
bottom.
toast.
Yep. Yules is there. Storm in trouble and just dead.
Toast. Kaya toast.
Delicious. Another really nice thing to enjoy when it's warm and fresh
Oh,
off of the
skewer.
grill.
Oh no.
Oh no, the avalanche. And now DJ's here to counter initiate. RP is
They
going to
still get-
connect onto
they
2,
still
but
got him.
where's the damage? Your damage dealers are dead. Execration just falling here up on the high ground as the Dagon giving them reach that they need. Q with a kill there. DJ does end up dropping, but questionable usage there, I have to say, on that RP.
Yeah, I mean, you can only do that if you have Horn Toss, I think. It's a bit harder with the skewer,
Yeah.
the
And
blink
again, I
skewer.
just-
Unless you
I
have,
don't think
he
they were
has
ever
to
gonna kill that
BKB.
Tiny.
I think if he wants to do that, he has to just BKB and skewer. That's it, you know. He can't just blink and try to skewer him
Yep.
without BKB.
No. I think that's that kind of move is a move you can make 15 minutes ago when you just got your BKB delivered. Sorry, when you just got your Blink Dagger delivered on Mag. Then you can look to play with your supports. But now with your mid and your carry down at 28 minutes into the game, like that's just you're not killing a Tiny that way, brother. It's just not happening.
And not a Tiny, man. His name may be Tiny, but he is not tiny at all.
No, he's not. You know, he's got a
3.5K.
tough shell and a craggy exterior.
Yeah, 3.5k HP.
DJ, just a little bit of poking and prodding here. They're going to try and blow up Shanks, but they even still lack the damage here between the two.
Yeah, talking about blowing up, they needed the co-op there to blow heroes up, you know. Bob was just a little bit too far away. Picking up a haste rune.
Okay. Look, Execration, what they need to do is they just need to go to Bob to dive tier 4 towers unnecessarily. I mean, he's going to give like a 2,000 gold when he dies, bro. And then after that, oh boy, if you just turn the mental game. Look, maybe I'm bringing in a little bit too much pub strat here, but if you can turn the mental game here against Bob, you might be able to still take this game, Execration.
Yeah, Bob is definitely the type of player you would just on purpose focus him, you know, even though it might be bad for the team fight sometimes, but you just want to tilt him, you know. But Smoke might be the last fight of the game.
Here it is.
Run out.
Oh, okay. They did still catch the Night Stalker, but it's Shanks who's in trouble. Shanks is already dead, but he's got a buyback. Can use it as the BKB at least sees Lewis out of the pit. Skewer on back. They have at least caught DJ. If they can take down DJ, can they take down anyone even? They need to be able to focus on something. DJ finally ends up dropping. He does not have a buyback here. They did buyback now on Shanks in order to at least get this Dark Ascension off, and he's going to live thanks to the grace of that physical barrier he receives. Okay.
Yeah,
A 1-for-1 trade so far.
Saving lives, you know. I mean, this item was so broken when he got
yeah, seriously.
Initially it was what, 400 or 450?
Yeah, it was like 400, I think. Dude, I don't know. I think I was playing a lot of Tinker last patch, and all the barrier meta was just so ridiculous.
I'm done talking to you.
Dude, I love the hero though. He's so good. I had like a
I'm done.
10 win rate, 10 streak on him or something.
You play Tinker. Okay. Be no offense.
The hero's so fun though. The hero's so fun. I love it.
Yeah, try to say one more word about Tinker. I'll leave. I'm just kidding. You have your fun, you know. Who am I to stop you from playing Tinker? Who am I? You can play all the Tinker you want. All the Bausch you want.
I was trying to rearm and think about something to say there, but you know,
yeah, shoot me a rocket.
I wish, dude. I wish. Okay, so that kind of sequence of events, Winter, you know, no RP used. You did use the Eclipse, but I think Mongolz, they're still kind of happy with the way that came out. Execration, they're still stuck in the base turtling. You see Mongolz, you know, controlling a lot of the map and just feels like waiting for next Roche to respawn.
Probably, yeah. Just pressuring, pumping everything, and being very cautious before they go up the high ground. This is just the best thing you can do right now. Secure a lead. Hold on to that interest that you have in the bank. That compounding interest. Don't throw it away. Wait till Roche spawns. You double it. You get the banner. And you get your Aegis. And then you siege again.
But, you know, like, I see a team with a Luna. And I always think, okay, Luna late game, still, you know, pretty much a monster. I see a team kind of getting... and extending a game, getting, you know, a little bit more farm on a Luna. I don't necessarily think that's a bad path for them.
They have pretty good late game, a lot of magic damage with the AA. You know, once you force out the BKBs, they run out. Eclipse plus Ice Vortex with the Storm, you're gonna kill everyone. But you have to create the situation where you can survive the initial jump, right? Because if the Mars jumps in with the Arena and you don't die with the Sonic Wave, you're gonna have a good chance of winning the fights later.
I see what you're saying, yeah. And in that way, it's kind of sad that you do have these two supports, right? You don't have like an Undying or some, I don't know, any kind of a save hero, right? That can really kind of make a difference and give you that fighting chance to try and turn the fight. Okay, Silver Edge break. He actually ends up tossing the Mars who jumped in. That could be disastrous. The RP sets up for the Ice Blast here. They take down the Mars, so there is no Arena of Blood. JG pinging like a madman as they make a second jump into the middle of the river. That's going to be trouble now for the Tiny. The buyback on the Mars. They want to try and get back into this one. Lewis, he's going to get nuked alongside Shanks. What a turn off of that Sonic Wave. Bob, beyond godlike. They've caught up now to Palos. Palos pinned to the trees by the bot back Mars, and that is going to be 2 cores dead for Execration.
I mean, JG was just there for moral support, you know. Bob just did all the hard work there, just saving the Tiny in the end.
Oh my god, Bob. Look at him go, bro.
Yeah, it's all Bob,
they didn't kill him.
Bob the Destroyer, not Bob the Builder.
That's true. He is Bob the Destroyer. Oh, there he goes. A little bit more all chat now as the first tier 3 tower goes down. Maybe at the second. Sorry. Laughs coming through here, but Execration game is looking very, very tough for them here at this point.
Well, if I'm Bob, after all that shit talking, you better make sure you win the last game, you know.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you bet. Maybe it motivates himself. You know, I reckon it does at the frequency he does
Yeah,
it.
they always say better make sure you finish the job before you talk.
Oh, yeah, and finish those barracks. There it is on cue. Theron's back, finishes them off, and that is going to be Megas now. Was that 34 minutes in? Sorry, I don't have my glasses. I left them in cable.
34,
So
30 seconds now. Game time.
Thank you, yes. And hey, that's going to be trouble. Roshan is up for the taking. Mongolz all but have closed out this game in name, I have to say. This is looking very, very solid for the Execration. It would... I mean, you know, it's the kind of lineup that you want to go up against Megas, right? Have some sort of like, once again, DJ blinking out of... Oh, that wasn't DJ, sorry, that was Bob. Once again, you know, having some kind of skewer back potential into the fountain, into like some RP, into the Luna Glaives, like... It's hard. I wouldn't give them, you know, better than like a 5% chance, but not quite out of this game. I don't blame them for not GGing.
There's always hope, right, in SEA.
I agree. So, look, you get Bob into that fountain one time.
Bob, you know, time to take a shower. You know, you haven't showered in ages. Come, our fountain welcomes you, free of charge.
Get into the fountain. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
We'll take care of everything else. You know, you just come.
Enjoy some of the
Spring water, the natural spring water.
The hospitality.
Yeah.
You know, JWL, the newcomer on the block. He's gonna. Uh-oh, this is not what you want to see, though. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, Palos BTP, DJ running on in.
Oh my
Can't
god.
quite reach him.
So greedy.
Bob should have blinked to the other
both
side.
the hits go out. You know, if he hit him just one time, he hit him twice. You know, with the tiny before he's stunned. He hit him twice, bro.
I also think it would have been a sick move if Bob blinked to the other side and pushed him towards DJ. Could you imagine? That'd be amazing. Oh, so cool. Not meant to be here, but
that tiny could have just stunned, you know.
Yes, that is another good point.
Bro, he hit him
another
twice.
good point. But here they go. They're into the base.
Yep.
Look at dude, Execration. They're playing for the skewer back into the fountain. They will smoke just to be able to at least show barely on the map. DJ trying to put down some wards here. Megas hitting the tier 4 tower. Someone's got to do something about him now, as this glyph of fortification is going to be used for the dire side. That's going to be the banner.
Roshan's
yeah, that's trouble.
banner.
That's going to be trouble. Something's going to have to happen. Here we go.
Oh no.
They saw
Again.
him. The stun came out just in time. This time he didn't wait to auto attack Lewis. He's been caught in the back lines here as well.
He whiffed.
Bob completely whiffing on the Sonic Wave, but that's not going to stop him from getting another kill on his CML. Still continuing the Beyond Godlike streak as the jump from Execration. It's all gone wrong. Lewis BKB now. He's going to get stunned up by the golem, punched up now by DJ as he continues to chase for more. Over on the other side, it's Bob, who is caught, but
Game, the smack talking is gonna come back to bite you in the ass.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, and your team will be mighty upset with you when you have to play an elimination match later on.
More talking. Oh no, this is.
He said good luck.
Okay.
Look, I don't know what the last thing says, but you know, it's good luck. That's
When your
at least a half
opponents
good message.
are responding to the message, you can just assume it's a positive message.
Level 6,
Veno
something.
ganked me,
I think
for sure he's saying Veno is ganking me.
yeah,
level
something
6.
like that. Yeah, that's what I'm reading there as well. Okay.
Yeah, yes, so Sage Mask. So he doesn't have the Blight? Oh, but Blight? Okay, I thought that was the faster farmer. I guess after the nerf, they remove 1 armor, so it's not worth it to get it. So you get more mana now. Interesting. So these are the things that are gone, you know, when you don't have Pro Tracker. You can't spy on the players. What are they actually
You got to use your
doing?
eyes. Now
you
we
have to
can't,
watch.
as casters.
Dude, you can't even
we
use
have
your
to-
eyes. You can't watch their games. You know, you have to add them have them on your friend list. Then you can watch their games. So now I'm like spamming the invites. You know, I'm inviting everywhere, and hopefully Nisha accepts. You know.
Yeah, now the Church of Babayev is like a whole, you know, a whole thing. Again, the most highly dense, that one and the Creep Wave, I think, guilds are some of the guilds I see that have the highest concentration of pros. No one contesting here. Runes at the horn.
Oh, so you can
So
watch your guild members? Is that what you're saying? You join the same guild?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe.
No. Only friend. If you
Only
have them.
friends.
Yeah, only friends.
Darn.
Only friend is then the rest of the games are the below 8k, 8.5k games.
8.5. Yeah. Whatever. Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Little
they
cheeky.
cleared the creeps. They cleared the creeps. So Morphing kind of hates playing under the tower because he's weak, level 1. And now Veno is abandoned. Wait, what? So he cleared the creeps, he TP back to base, get his mana, and then goes to jungle. So that is the only help that JWL will get, you know.
And Tinker's like, where's the where's the Veno? I don't see him.
The Veno has abandoned the building.
Okay. What is going on here, JWL? He is... I don't know if he's
beating.
dead.
It's okay, you know. The Morphing's going to have to go back to the tower to hit the creeps. Oh, no!
Okay. Yeah, that's really bad.
Okay, that's actually not too bad. He can just walk because the tower is hitting the. He might not miss too many actually.
That's
gonna smoke.
Dude. Pass me some of that cope. Pass me some of that
Bro,
cope. I need that right
going
now.
to. Okay, he's gonna miss 2 creeps. I think, maybe 3, 2 to 3, not the whole wave. 2 lah, I think 2. So it's gonna be 1. Okay, yeah, the creep is gonna kill that one also. So the neutral creep actually denied one more. Okay, never mind. He's gonna lose almost a wave.
3. Here's a wave. Okay. Yeah,
He lost a wave.
Yeah, he lost a wave there. That's and he's still gonna be level 1 now, and he's coming back into 2 level 2 heroes, and his Venom. Well, how is Veno doing at least?
Venom's just doing Venom things. Like, you never ask how is the Venom doing. You ask how is the off laner that you abandoned doing. You know, you're asking the wrong.
Very
hero.
good. Yeah. Well, DJ's gonna end up dying. I just love these Venom jungle games, man. They're just so entertaining.
Huh? How is the Venom jungle entertaining? The Venom jungle is entertaining, or the guy you left behind is entertaining? Which one?
He makes the games interesting. No, it's a fair question. I think he makes the games interesting as a whole. That's how I would say. You know, I mean, it just messes up everything. And then, you know, this jungle Veno is going to come out, you know, minute 6 or 7 at a level 6, gank the mid lane. The mid lanes are like, what the hell is going on? There's a mid lane Dazzle that's going to be trying to poison touch him. I don't know. It's just, it makes me smile. Like these kinds of like non-standard Dota games.
How is the Dazzle and Veno killing a Storm?
Well, with you know, level 6.
Yeah, how? If he has mana, how are you gonna actually kill him?
Yeah, I know. I mean, look, it'll be tricky. Okay, I'm not gonna deny it. This is they don't have a stun.
If you're telling me
very astute.
The mid laner is like some Dragon Knight mid, you know, then I can see that happening. But if a Storm mid is not the most easy kill enough for Veno Dazzle.
Let him cook, man. Let him cook. You know, let him cook. It's like if you say every single Thai dish is spicy, and you know, yeah, fair enough. A lot of them are, but not everyone. You know,
I would
everyone
say most Thai dishes are spicy, but not all.
Not all of them. I agree, and that's what's important. You got to let them cook here. See what they can really bring. Nice interrupt there on the pool from
You gotta
CML.
make sure you don't overcook the dish. You know, sometimes you don't want your meat dry up, you know, especially that chicken breast. You overcook it.
Oh, for sure.
All dry.
You know, I took a cooking class when I was here in Bangkok, you know?
You learn how to cook pak kaprao?
No, I learned how to cook pad thai and the Penang curry, the peanut red curry. Delicious. And also one of the papaya salad.
So how much have you gained in weight?
I've
not knowledge, but in weight.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't gained much. I've been keeping it a little bit more reasonable. Little
He's
jungle
level
gank
4.
here, DJ.
He's 6.
He's gonna try and turn here. They've got a lot of damage though with the tag team out. DJ, he might even get denied here. No, he at least still dies.
So was
to
it
Shanks.
worth for the Veno?
Don't think so.
Probably not, right? So they actually got almost the same amount of gold. Okay, the Veno actually gave away more gold, but it was 2v1, you know. So I felt like it wasn't that bad.
I think it's also about, like, this is going to screw up with the timings that you'd expect on a jungle Veno. Like, is he going to still be able to gank with
but
the
at
same
least
ferocity?
you can also say that he's not AFK in jungle, right? He's coming out to control the runes. He's coming out to fight. So he doesn't feel like he's griefing entirely, you know.
Sure. But I think that's, like, only, like, a mental victory for your team. Like, that's not the job of the jungle Veno, I think, right? The jungle Veno's job is to get level 6 gank a lane immediately.
How do you classify a job, right? Like, his job is to get his level and come out and gank, right? But how he does
Yep.
it would differ player by player and team by team, right? Some
Like-
teams might feel like
Yeah.
you should always come and fight for the runes because the runes will help your mid laner, your strongest hero in the early game, right? So that it would pay dividends later too, you know. So it really depends on how they view it. It's not the jungling that is bad; it's how you do it, you know.
No, I hear you. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair discussion. I would assume that the Dazzle mid would have needed like a little bit more help, and that's why I wanted the Veno to be a bit more farmed. But you're saying it's all about the mid anyway, and that's a
not
fair point.
just
Maybe
helping
you're right.
the Dazzle. It's like denying because the Dazzle doesn't have like doesn't need the
The rune
bottle
control.
refill. Yeah, the rune
Yeah.
control as much as a storm, right? So you
Yeah, no, I hear exactly what you're saying. I think that's a really fair point. We'll see how it plays out. I think it's either way he misjudged it here on the Veno. I think he's going to be a bit behind the 8 ball now. You know, he might be already level
he's
6 at
coming
this
to
point.
gank the Bristle. Okay, so he's really not AFK farming. He's trying to be useful. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, maybe I'm just a little bit too much like let the jungler jungle. Maybe that's not correct in every game, but maybe this is one of those
You're
games
not,
where
you're not wrong too. You know, the jungler has the jungler. Right? You already commit in this greedy. Okay, he's gonna find a stack. Like why are you not going full out greed, right? When you already committed, you already have a jungling man.
yeah, like you've griefed your Mars's lane. You know what I mean? Like I would say just guarantee your game. Otherwise, it's too risky of a strat.
Precisely.
Because then if you feed the enemy mid, you feed the enemy position 4, and your offlaner's cooked, like what are you doing, bro? You know?
They're gonna get the stack here, so that's pretty nice for the Veno.
Yeah, the Dazzle even coming through to secure a few of these creeps. Careful here, though. In some danger is CML. There's our first Nothel projection of the game. CML, he gets up all of his
He's
spells, so
still
he's actually
alive.
still alive.
Oh
and
my
my goodness,
God.
being kept alive by this Dazzle. Bob did use a lot of his mana, but he's still got a bit left after killing off CML. He zips back up into his triangle, finds that second kill onto Shanks. And,
Yeah, that
that's
was
a double kill for him.
That was still decent. They got, I think they got most of the stack. Was like a 4 stack.
Yeah, it was a 3 or 4 at least, correct. Okay, and you know, I guess in a way, I don't mind Shanks playing like this because it also does alleviate a little bit of pressure for the Mars,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Now that the
that's true.
Tinker's up top, like you're not only just trying to help your mid, you're also trying to make even with the Mars, who, I mean, his net worth's not great. That being said, neither is the Bristles, right? But he's at least up to level 6 because of the solo experience he's gotten. So he's got the potential. Oh, Bristle. He's got the potential to make some plays. And I mean, the Bristle JG is having a god-awful game, Winter. Is this lane a lot stronger than I kind of gave it credit for? This
It's a TA. TA is very good in
Jakiro
Jakiro
TA.
Bristol. And Jakiro is also a strong laner. Wow, the Jakiro has 203. I haven't seen this build.
Yeah.
This is like so all in, you know. Usually you have either 1-2-2 at 5 or 2-1-2. 203 is I mean I think it's pretty extreme.
Well, look, I don't hate it because I think if we were in the last patch, I hear you, but I think it's Look, I know you're not going to be taking advantage of what your icebreaker, right? But
I think
what
it's way too greedy though, not having that. I mean, we'll see if he can get a couple of
we'll see.
big kills here.
I think it makes sense, though. I think it makes sense because now that you have both your frost and your fire, right, you can kind of use them in between. This is really bad, though. Execration, they go trying again into the triangle
but
to
you
contest
also
the
have to
snack.
think about your mid game, right? Because sometimes you don't really get to farm a lot, you know. So your levels are very hard to get as a support. So whenever
Sure.
you commit, like I know it's a small thing, you know, 1 point, but it could affect the future
No,
of the
I-
game a lot, you know. Later when you
yeah.
when you don't get, say you really don't get lanes, you don't get space to recover
Mm-hmm.
your levels, it's gonna hurt.
No, I completely hear what you're saying. I don't disagree with that. I was more just building off the philosophy that you had kind of drafted earlier in the drafting phase when you talked about, there's a lot of physical damage. They need to get the right clicks out, and you add up all this
Morphling.
minus.
Trouble.
Wow, the counter initiation. He's in trouble. I don't think another shield's even going to save him from this one here. This morph.
Lotus?
All the strength he can get. Still alive. Gets away from him off 70 HP. They're going to chase after him, and I think that was the spear that did the trick there. Oh no, the Nothel projection is owning them right now. That's going to be an immediate jump
good
away there
grave.
by the Storm. The shallow grave as well. They are getting baited, and DJ, he might not even be able to finish the kill. They won't. None of them are going to die.
I mean, this
They need to
Dazzle.
respect the Lewis Dazzle. Oh my goodness.
This Dazzle's doing what, my friend? He is doing some heavy work here. So going for a different build now. Going for a Dragon Lance. Okay. So he's playing more with the right clicks now, not getting the Aghanim's. Rush, which was the build of the mid dazzles before this.
Now I guess it's going to be
Aghanim's.
playing around the bloom, trying to extend your poison touches, spread those in the fight a bit more. I suppose the stats are great, right?
Yeah, I would assume that shot is always going to be core because you can use it to save yourself when you're stunned, so probably still going to get it at some point. But like
Scary moment there for Bob, though.
Let him cook. Let us see the new build.
Yeah, no, I mean, in a way, as a caster, I kind of enjoy getting to see a little bit more of what players think is genuinely good and what they've seen. It creates more, the patches felt like they were getting solved really quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you have a website that gives out so much data that passes the information so quickly,
I get it.
Be very
I get
quickly.
it.
And
maybe
stops,
now
it stops a lot of like creative ideas.
Theory crafting, and I hear you. Trouble here again for JG, who is just having a god awful game here at this point. Eventually he will die, cornered like a poor animal. Down he goes, but the counter initiation, alpha projection with that shallow grave here to save the life of our Dazzle. As Bob, bottling up, maybe thinking about making another zip on in. No, I hear you, and I do agree, but maybe it's gonna only, now that you have more coaching staff, maybe they're gonna be able to do more research. You know what I mean? Like maybe now this is where we start to see bigger teams have a bigger advantage. I'm not really sure. In a way, I did feel like Dota2 Pro Tracker really leveled the playing field, but maybe that's not good for Dota. Bob, a little zip away from that spear. Lewis giving chase. Don't know if they're really gonna be able to catch him. Half mana here for the Storm, and trying to catch a Storm Spirit with an Ice Path is a little bit like trying to, take a steamroller around a Formula 1
Find a needle in a haystack, okay?
Yeah, it's not easy.
I mean, I feel like when they don't have the Pro Tracker, actually it evens the field more. Because when you have Pro Tracker, the more people you have, it's easier to pass data. Now that there's no data, so I think it helps. It actually helps the weaker teams more. That's just me. I think it would help them more. Because you don't have extra manpower, so now there's nothing for you to pass, right? So you just need to train and play Dota and watch Dota together. I think at some point it still matters because more eyes means more people watching games, watching streams.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But in terms of data, I think the data kind of helps the weaker teams.
Interesting. I mean, I think I agree with you there. I think
because you think about it, right? If you're the stronger team, you're playing against a weaker team, you have better foundation, right? So no matter what heroes you pick, you're gonna have an edge, right? But without the data, sometimes you could actually spring a surprise. You pick something that, say, you've been playing. I know everyone knows jungle banner, but let's say, right, you've been training this jungle banner. You're the weaker team, and you know it could work, right? And the stronger team has no way of. You don't scream them. They have no way of knowing this. And then it might catch them out by surprise. You win one game, if it's a pure one game. So I think in this, from this angle, I feel like it helps the weaker teams a lot more.
Is this what C needed to get back to level 1? Do we need Scam back on captain in a team? Hit him with some Chen carry or some cheese,
Chen carry, yeah. You'll always remember that.
Of course, I'll never forget. ESL 1 Thailand event 2020. What an event. When I got to meet Winter Chanlet Bin, and he thinks I cannot eat spicy food ever again. 5 years later, one joke. Execration, smoking up. Last time they went into the triangle, didn't really work out so well for them. This time they got a few more items, a few more heroes in position.
But they have Orchid on banner, by the way.
14-minute, and Deso on the TA just delivered. 14-minute wisdom timing. They actually managed to find the Tinker. Macropire placed down. My goodness, that's such a big damage barrier online. The Tinker already. Wisdoms will be contested here, and that has been a bait. JWL jumps in, the spear condemns. JG did also use that arena, though. Snowball from DJ to buy a little bit more time, but another ice path only sets him up for it. And the Orchid Malevolence spells the disaster and death of Bob. That is going to be Shaxx feeling very good about his game right now. A huge opening here by Execration. Very well played.
Yeah, very well played there. Just JG getting baited there. He's already really weak. He tried to fight for the rune, dies, and drags his team into doom, Like the way they set up the fight was actually also not the best, You need the Tinker to be laying down the robots, the march, and then you go in and take the fight, right? Because the thing with Tinkers, you always want to fight in the location where the Tinker is, right? Tinker has to set up. If you're fighting outside the march, then it defeats the purpose of having this hero in your lineup. You always want to fight in areas. That's why Tinker is not good against heroes that can move the areas like Tiny or Skewer, or Magnus, They move the team fight area to another place. They take it out of the march.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I was talking to a pro player and they said that they really liked picking Tinker into heroes like Mars, where like you set up and establish an area and like the Tinker is like, okay, I'll put my march here, or something like this. I think it's a similar concept here.
Yeah,
as
Phoenix,
the first Tormentor goes down bottom.
Phoenix as well, This is a very similar thing.
No, I hear you. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about Dota. Witch Doctor is another one of these heroes you want to set up and fight in one part, It's one of my favorite parts in Dota, is kind of like using your positioning, your mapping, your map control, playing in choke points or whatever. I think it's... I appreciate that aspect of the Dota strategy a ton. So I like Tinker a lot, unfortunately, because you really have to play a lot on that concept, right? I agree with you completely.
Arcane Rune on Lewis. He wants to finish off the tower here.
I reckon he'll get it. And I'm not really sure how big of a difference this Chikiro build ended up making,
Not much.
Not taking... Yeah. But I still think that's not to say that your point was invalid. I think if the game got a lot harder from Execration, perhaps they would have really regretted it.
He got away with it this time.
For sure. But maybe it could just be good, right? And to your credit, maybe it was good because it absolutely destroyed this Bristle. Let's talk about this Bristle for a second. Where is this Bristleback man? What is going on with his game? Look, he's getting bullied by a Dazzle, man. Oh, tough for him.
This is what we call a no-game Bristleback.
Seriously, he's got a glass back here. Basically, he's gonna end up dropping here, isn't he? Yeah. Arena set up for him. He's going to buy a little bit more time. JG silenced. He is going nowhere. Again, he's just not have a game. Of course, you always expect a Jungle Veno to have a lot more net worth than you really expect, but he's just been eclipsed. Even the Jakiro's nearly overtaken him.
Yeah, this was... I don't know how much of it was because he lost the stack. Because remember, the jungling Venom came and stole his stack at level 5. All these small little things add up, and he was already like kind of struggling in the lane, against this Jakiro TA. They lost the lane pretty hard against the Jakiro TA. Which is kind of expected, Maybe not that hard, but this lane is not easy, Like double melee, Tusk.
For sure.
Plus Bristleback into the Jakiro. You're gonna have a lot of problems inherently against those two heroes. But right now, the state of the game wise, morphing is kind of your only hope, right? Arm Q on the morphing. They have to kind of put all their eggs on this morphing basket right now. They have to just make space, let him farm, let him cook, defensive wards up, use the supports to block the ganks, block the smoke, and try to just delay the game,
That's what they're doing, but this triple D timing is online for Palos, right? He's got his Dagger, Deso, Dragonlance, and the Aegis. It is basically Execration's map to play around Winter, and they're already up to nearly about a 10k net worth lead, just now ticking down to 9, barely 18 minutes in. It is... it's getting tough. It's going to be tough, right? These kinds of games, they've got really strong tower push between the Deso and...
Bob is getting soloed by Shanks.
Oh no, is he? Yeah, he did. He did
kind of
get soloed.
Shanks is very nice, He's not really hyping anything, sending back Bob's favor.
Just the voice lines.
Yeah, voice lines, whatever. Everyone does voice lines.
Guess so, huh?
But not everyone types, And this game has gone from bad to worse, as the minute goes by, like pick off after pick off. And this Venom with the Orchid is actually insane, when the Storm is not having a good game, he doesn't have the luxury to get a use. He's rushing BKB.
It's pain. Yeah, is he close to the BKB? Did you see on the Storm?
Nah.
No, he's not close.
Probably thinking about maybe I should.
Oh no, he's not close. Yeah, no, he's not close. Oof. What do you do at this point? Do you just... Can you build into like the Sanj instead and just get your status resist and pray that your team can do something?
Got his feet wet.
They've caught someone. Oh no, JG.
His feet is wet with BKB. He has to go for BKB.
Okay.
Bob.
This is brutal.
Bob,
This is
the
really
gank is
brutal.
coming. They need vision.
No,
he got vision.
Oh no. Okay, well, DJ's here to interrupt the novel projection. I don't think it's going to do nearly enough damage, but they also can't kill Shanks. It's not going to stop Omq from trying. They're just going to continue beating into him. Finally, he goes down. Palos TP to that tier 1 tower. I don't know if they really take down this morph this easily, though. Their control might not be all that they're looking for. Oh, but the Tinker, he's been caught. They did catch him once on the silence. Amplify damage rune online for JWL as the Tinker can go nowhere but back to the fountain. Do not pass go. Do not
No one
play
is
down
upset
one more march.
when Tinker dies. No one is upset.
True. I always shed a tear for Tinkers. Supports, not mids.
Tinker, Viper, Venom, no one's sad, when they die. It's just like this. I think especially, or even Necrolite, all the green heroes.
The Necrolite.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, Viper. No, I cry a little bit when my Tide Hunter dies.
Yeah, Tide is fine. Tide is given the exception, even though he's
a
green.
good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
He's
exception.
a
to
real
the rule.
hero.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, only stuns stop you from actually going through the twin gate.
And
I think
silence.
hexes and silences do not. Do
No?
they? Does a silence? Yeah, right? No.
Oh, I thought silences would stop you. But yeah, he got
I
silence.
thought it used to as well. But obviously it wouldn't if a hex, because a hex also silences. It silences mutes, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it means it doesn't. Because he clearly got through the gate. We were all
Yeah,
looking.
Well, that's
So
true.
I remember it would stop
my-
you from getting the silence would stop you from getting the Lotus as well.
That's well, it used to, right?
Now I think
Probably not
everything
anymore.
changed.
Interesting.
So only stuns. Only stuns. Well, I guess it makes more logical sense, right? Why would someone crossing the bridge get stopped when he can't open his mouth when he's silenced?
Well, what if there was a troll who said, "If you want to cross the bridge, you must answer me these questions 3."
Then you're screwed.
you're
The game
silenced.
doesn't want you to win.
Uh-oh.
I got the
That's
Tinker.
gonna be
Oh,
snowball save. Oh no. Oh, I mean, this is the problem with Tusk into a Jakiro, isn't it? Jump in though. Bob doing what he can. He does get on top of at least this Jakiro. Can they kill anyone? The shallow graves, not good enough. Bob, he retreats, but at least one kill richer. They find back on DJ, as right now Mongolz still trying to hold the high ground, but there is 10 Plague Wards currently up there. Slowly but surely they root these weeds out, and we'll be able to at least smile seeing a happily defended tier 3 tower.
damage is done. Half the damage to the tower. They force a buyback from Tusk. So very, very disciplined. They forced something out. Aegis was running out, so they back off. Go back to farming, taking the map. Let's wait for their next arena. Wait for the next Noxious Plague. I mean, all these ultimates play a big role at killing a hero like Morphing. They need all the damage they can get to take him down. I mean, I somehow feel like 11k gold lead, 23 minutes for Execration, but if they sort of mess up one time, the Morphing is going to come back and haunt you, Because he's
Do you
not,
think that's,
he's not poor, on the Morphing. Morphing is pretty
Yeah.
big. He just needs like
No, for sure.
one good fight. He has the BKB. If he can get a couple of key kills, say one kill on the TA and the Dazzle each, this game could just easily swing towards the Mongol's favor.
Yeah, or at least they'll be much more on equal footing. But I hear you. I think where I'm more concerned with is I don't know if the Morph can do it all this game, because at some point the Storm and the Burst will have to dream about doing something, right?
He needs to do it all. I don't care whether he can do it
my
all,
God.
but he needs to
Okay.
do it all. Because Bristleback is just... he's crippled, They're
Oh, yeah.
gonna smoke from behind.
Yeah.
If they can actually find the Dazzle first or the Jakiro, Dazzle will be the
That'd be
recipe.
big. That'd be big. Dazzle up on the high ground.
Smoke's running out.
Heroes
Richie,
trying to find the
Smoke is running
opportunity.
out.
DJ, there it is. He's going to find at least the Venom, but they don't actually blow him up in time. Instead, it's DJ who goes down first. It's a dieback
Oh, that's
penalty
not
for him
good.
applied. Ooh, the spear almost actually catching there on to Omq, but he's going to
Yeah,
be fine. That's a
they
tier 3
rushed
tower
there
down.
a little bit too much, because the smoke was about to end. They it was forced, a little bit too much.
Yeah. And so I think that'll be then the, well, maybe. We'll see if they can actually get these barracks. Big sip in there from Bob. Counter initiative initiation, but all the BKBs activated, so that spear doing nothing, but the Four Staffs, the Graves, everything used as Execration. They kite out these BKBs. Trouble now at least as Q does force down CML. You can just see the rest of the Mongols, though, unable to really give any more chase. But they do get them off the high ground. They do continue defending the barracks.
Yeah, 40 seconds till Roshan could may spawn.
Uh-oh, there's a ward here. These have been costly holds and Execration. They're not looking to let up the pressure this easily, Winter. They will smoke and immediately go after one. They know approximately where these heroes have been farming at. Can they actually make the jump? JWL, yep, he's found the storm. He's found a tree, and they should have a kill here between the silences and the hexes. No
That's
BKB,
not
nothing
right.
that storm can do.
Says Lewis. Giving him the voice line. The respectable
chat,
voice
though.
line.
Still no chat back to Bob. No all chatting.
Yeah. Time to go for the high ground again. 30 seconds on the storm. Have a haste run on Dazzle. With the Brigand's Blade, so he's gonna hurt.
Oh, so is Palos here. He's got a Daedalus. He's ready to go all chat a little bit maybe to his former mid laner. I feel like, you know, with these Filipino players, especially the Execration lads, it's so like on again, off again, you know, like will they, won't they? You're hot and you're cold. Still makes for good Dota though, doesn't it? As down go the top melee racks.
Yeah. When there's something on the line, it's always good Dota, you know. Sometimes even the prize pool is not the biggest thing. Yeah. The biggest thing is that after you trash talk, you can't let your trash talk slide down. So you have to win the game.
I hear ya. I've never even played for a single $1, but I've been really emotionally invested in some Dota games I've played.
Yeah, winning, you know. Nobody likes losing. Winning is everything.
True. Oh, I thought for a moment there, Q had waveformed into a hex, but I don't think it might have
Oh,
changed anything.
he'll have a chance with his butterfly timing on kill.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
This is gonna be their like sort of like a semi decent chance to come back in the game, until they
Like a
have
swan
ways
song?
to get MKB or Bloodthorn.
Well, hold on. Well, that is if he gets it up, though. Yeah, they found the right one. Can they kill him off in time? He didn't get a shift off. Now he will.
He is
Has
alive.
BKB. Has
Wow,
TP.
he actually
Will do
BKB.
both.
Okay, he actually used BKB. Wasn't count. So he's how much does he need? 650 gold for his butterfly. Okay, this is going to be at least a way that if you are in Mongol's shoes, you want to look for a way to come back into the game. This is a way to beat the butterfly. It's going to give you a couple of solid minutes of coming back by winning the team fights because they can't kill you.
That is a good way of winning team fights, I find, making sure they can't kill you.
But is he truly unkillable? You know? Because they have so much magic damage with the rest of the heroes, like the Jakiro or the Venal.
I mean, I think he's got an opening, right, which is important in a game, in a position like this. I agree. I hear what you're saying, but you know, not dying to the Templar Assassin in 2 or 3 hits is certainly going to give you a lot more opportunity to win a fight and extend the game. I agree, though. I mean, it could be problematic. I mean, he can't get caught, right? But I don't think that changes no matter what items he has. You just can never get caught in this kind of a game. Ask Bob. Oh, it gets hit by the Melt Strike, and the crit. With the last auto attack flying his way, he will TP away just fine. Bob tips Palos. Okay, but maybe Bob trying to play a little bit of the mental game. You can see that through it all, Mongols have, you know, kept the net worth deficit that they're running. They've kept it somewhat restrained. It's almost the entire game, I would say. It's probably at its biggest it's ever been here. What is that, 16k? Between the Tinker and the Storm and the Morph, all trying to push out the waves as much as they can, are keeping themselves in a fighting position.
Dire are scanning.
Execration. Getting to some pushing down here, though. And there is just not much you can do to save a tower in this position. That tier 2 will go down. They're going to give chase for more. JG It's going to get hit with that Deso debuff. The shards are put down by DJ, but it's not going to really stop him as much as it is, as that's a spear arena. What an initiation there from JWL. They've also caught the Tinker, but they also have managed to find the Dazzle. Can they actually take him down? The Self-Grave, Bob making the jump onto him, but there's just too much healing here, and there's not enough damage. DJ with a nice stun onto 2. That's actually going to just be the Aegis, not half bad. They take down the Jakiro. What do they have left for this second life? Do they have much? Shanks is very tanky. He is still alive. As, oh no, JG getting pushed back again. He actually recovers a gem here, though. They buy back on the Jakiro, so Execration nearly back to full force. But the Mongolz, they take down the enemy observer warren. They put down their own, and they will continue to hold here. Having only lost, what? The Tinker? It's not bad.
Yep, that was a pretty decent hold, but the Tinker, how he used his buyback, you know. So if he dies next, it's going to give them a very big opportunity to just end the game. So he can't afford to die now. That's a very easy win condition here for Execration. If they catch the Tinker, they find him. He's going to be
certainly
out
it is.
for a long time.
But they Mongolz get themselves a gem, right? So it's going to relieve a little bit of this map pressure. They've already just dewarded 2 wards. Oh, well, hold on. No. Okay, I was going to say, that's impossible. It would have been impossible, I think, to... It was looked pretty close, though. I was scared for the Storm for a second there, Bob.
And it looks like this butterfly timing is going to subside very soon. MKB is here. I mean, the Morphling was really strong the last fight because of the butterfly, but now, not anymore.
Still, though, the initiation just has to be right. That's not how you want to start these off, though. That is going to be a beautiful initiation. Bob jumps on in with the BKB. Oh, no. All of Amq's auto attacks are getting blocked by the arena, so he has not done any damage as of this point. Finally laying in a little bit onto that Jakiro, but the Grave is going to stop him from picking off the kill onto the Templar Assassin. Still not enough support here for the side of Palos. He's going to die. That is a huge streak ended. Castaway gets this kill as well. On to Lewis. Both of the carries killed off. That's going to be the jungler finished off as Amq opens up his game with a double kill. Winter, you called it. Just like that, the Mongols seem like they're right back in the game. How did that fight started off so poorly from Amq? Like, he auto-attacked 4 or 5 times into the arena wall. And still, the fight went so well despite 2 heroes getting arena as an initiation. I don't understand how that fight was so good for them.
I mean, they were able to catch the Dazzle, right? The Dazzle was like, he was killed very early on in the fight. I think that was like the problem. Like, he needed to stay safe, you know, as a Dazzle. You can't afford to get gone on first, you know. And I was saying like, okay, TS, but the MKB now, the Butterfly or Morphling is not going to matter as much, you know, but then they lose the fight immediately.
Yeah. Really, really troublesome, and you can just see how hard the pendulum swings the other way as the Mongols just straight back up to high ground. Okay, it's a decent stun. Do they have any damage, really? You're going to scare this Morphling a little bit, but he'll still drop his Manta Illusions up on the high ground. It looks like the barracks will go defended. I
mean, this is Morphling with another item now, Skadi completed. You know, Skadi is like the bane of TA. You're going to get kited a lot with the slow. I mean, this 9k lead all of a sudden from Execration, 9k, 10k, doesn't feel like it's a lot anymore. This Morphing is a real problem. Lewis, they found Lewis again.
Yeah, they did. He's just walking out on the high ground. Saved, though, thanks to the Ice Path and the 4 staff, so he's going to be just fine. In fact, with the Novel Projection he used, BKB by Bob. That might give him an opening here now that these BKB availabilities are going to be staggered a bit by the Mongols. They're still wanting to hold up on the triangle, though. They've got a good ward planted here that they want to play around. You can see, though, Execration, they're going to be maneuvering from the side, though. They're already in the main river. No, actually, they're just going to push mid. Force the issue. They're going to try and uproot the Mongols by applying map
Cutting
pressure.
the wave. This is very smart.
Yeah.
What is Execration going to do now? They're going to be stuck here for quite some time. And the Mongols are going to push bot to force them back to the high ground. It is very, very smart. They are going to outmaneuver Execration. You're gonna be forcing them to TP.
Yep, just a better read, and you can see the TPs coming through now already. So far, Palos is still showing near the mid tier 2, at least where it used to stand. It's only JWL who's gone back, but that tier 3 tower has gone down, so the barracks are exposed. We can still see that the Mongols are holding in the triangle. They're still down what? That's a 10k net worth deficit, isn't it, for them? They're down 10 kills. But now, what, 35 minutes into this game, Winter, it feels remarkably even, if not slightly advantageous, somehow, for the Mongols.
Yeah, funny thing about Dota, yeah, the numbers actually lie. This number in your screen, 10k lead for the Dire team, but I feel like they're not in the driver's seat anymore.
Look, I'm happy you said it, because my MMR says that I'm only 6,000, but I feel a little bit more like I should be in Immortal Draft. You know what I'm saying? The numbers lie.
Well, sometimes people can be coping, you know, and always think that the numbers lie. There's also that scenario.
That's true.
What
yeah,
they call
that's
the
true. I can't stand those people,
syndrome,
bro.
right? Not saying
like
that
it
you
matters.
are in that situation, but just saying.
You know. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. You know, I understand. Look at DJ, dude. He's going hunting. He's going hunting.
Barracks are under attack.
Oh, this is troublesome. It's going to just be a full lane, really. Yeah, I mean, Tinker can't defend it fast enough. Okay. So the top barracks are, well, top lane basically is constantly going to be shoving in for all the good pushing that the Mongols have done. Unfortunately, they've lost their position out on the triangle momentarily, and they didn't get a lane of racks, or even half a lane. So eventually these creeps will equalize somewhere. They got close. Yeah, they got close. I know, Gray. They got close, but they didn't take it. They didn't take it. And so that means these waves are not like pushing from them naturally, right? They always have to go back and do something as compared to top, which is going to, kind of take up some of this Tinker's time. What's the move here? Are we just kind of icing this game until we contest this next Roche? Oh, there's an opportunity, though.
No more
Actually,
icing
Bob,
there.
he wants to go in. Oh, the counter initiation. Oh, no. They grieved the wrong person. The second arena. Is it going to be good enough to actually save Palos here? It is. And in fact, the Hex, they managed to find Bob, but no spear follow-up in time. Oh, my goodness. That was a scary moment. Bob, he jumps back on it, but he actually finds an ice path instead of an enemy hero. And only DJ is going to die out of all that. Oh, that was a scary
That was
moment.
very
I'm
lucky.
clutching my head, man.
That was very, very
Almost.
lucky. It could have been like so bad. Somehow they survived. Just losing a toss.
Yeah, I think the double arena needing to get dropped in like some kind of emergency situation.
I mean, it's not over. They're under vision. Execration see them.
Careful, JG. This time, he doesn't have a BKB to save him, but he is still a bristleback. Not the easiest kill to find. Bob jumping back on in. Where is the Dazzle? We need him involved in this fight. Finally coming through with an awful projection. Is that going to do enough damage here? Oh, you push away JG. He's still alive thanks to the damage barrier. Bob making another jump on in. Does manage to at least avoid a bit of damage, as that's going to be a morphed Jakiro, who fans a nice stun there. Still
They need
not
to
enough
run.
to find any kills.
Prince DJ is returning. They have to run.
The king,
King DJ.
our savior,
Yeah, DJ is back.
the Prince of Sea.
The Prince, the King, everything, you know. Everything you can think of. DJ is there for SEA.
This is I'm shocked that Shanks is standing here like this. Is he trying to bait? I suppose he might be, but do they have the damage to take down this
Let's
storm?
snowball.
Snowball save out from DJ. There's our savior. Another save, though. Shadow Grave courtesy onto Shanks. But the storm continuing to jump forward, though. This Ghost Scepter proving to be very annoying, but it's going to be Shanks now. Sorry, make that CML dying inside of the ice shards. Shanks, he's eventually going to be taken down as well. I am befuddled that Execration thought it was wise to try and take a fight like that. I know they didn't want to give up, mid, map control, whatever, but...
It was Roshan. I didn't want to give up Roshan.
I know, I get it. But it's just like the 2K trap, standing mid like that. Shanks doesn't have buyback. He's dead for 50.
They don't have a
they're
choice.
just gonna have to give
They
it a
know
go.
They can't give the Morphling the Roshan. Morphling is going to get
I think
Rosh.
they might have
He
to
gets
go.
Aegis.
Aegis on the deck.
Refresher,
Aegis in the
cheese,
inventory
everything.
of Omq. He's going to try and fight into this one, actually, but the walls of the arena preventing him from winning that duel. Bob jumping up a second time. They actually find Lewis. Can they take him down in time, though? A nice stun out from the ice path. A secondary thanks to the facet. Not good enough. It feels like the damage is lacking now in these fights on the side of Execration. And, well, Bob, we already know from his play style, the confidence is not lacking from him. A TA Silence Trap will at least provide a respite, a breathing moment here for Execration as they take
JG.
refuge underneath their tier 2 tower. JG, he gets a little bit too
buyback.
aggressive. He can still die quite easily. That's going to be the dieback on him. Bob jumping forward, though, with the damage from Omq. They easily get a kill in return onto JWL. A one-for-one trade here.
Is so scary, Richie. You can't touch him right now with the Tinker behind him, giving him heals, giving him the defense barrier. And this is not looking good for Execration. They have completely lost their lead that they have worked so hard to grow. Now it's back to an even game, but it is definitely by no means an even game. This Morphling is king of the hill right now. There is no touching his Morphling with this TA. This TA, this Dazzle, they have nothing against Morphling right now. I think they can only hope that somehow they can lock him down with the double arena, and that will be enough for them to kill him, you know. But I highly doubt so with the Tinker behind the Morphling and the Snowball as well.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like they're able to ever really get on top of this Tinker. He's gone almost completely unaddressed, and Prince or King DJ, our savior, Cleric DJ, he has been able to, you know, be there with the snowball saves, and that brief interruption has, I don't know, it just, all of a sudden, it just seems like Execration, they've ran out of steam in the engine here. It's all been let loose, and I don't know if they can ever rebuild it again. Not only are they tanky, not only do they have Tinker issues, Bob is extremely confident and not as squishy as he has been. JG, even though he's, you know, still the third poorest hero in the game.
They need a nullifier
bad.
so they can get through this Tinker bullshit.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they do, huh? Maybe they need two.
I mean, Dazzle's buying one.
Yeah, I think, I mean, something's got to give, right? Something's got to give here.
They're just not killing the heroes fast enough. Like, they don't have enough damage. In the early mid game, they have. But right now, they're just running into the roadblock because their heroes are like reaching their limit. Expiration date is upon them. And with the Tinker just getting stronger and stronger with the lockets, the heals from the Grease, the defense matrix, they're just not getting through all. Like, heroes are unkillable, you know, basically. So, Execration, they need to find a way to solve this problem. Nullifier is one of them. Smoke up. They need a good spear arena combo right now.
Who's the best target? Like Tinker? Like, who do you want to just...
Tinker and Tusk. Okay. They need to kill the backlines.
Bomb
I think that's
with
probably what's
rune.
the most lacking in the team fights, you know, because Dazzle and Storm, you compare both of them, what do? The Storm jumps and finds the backliners. Like, Dazzle is like just like a distraction behind, and you can consider Dazzle a backline. And so the real front line for Execration is maybe just like the TA and the Mars. And Mars doesn't really want to show early. You know, he's not going to be standing in front. You know, so I think they're kind of lacking that frontline hero that would give them information so that the TA and Dazzle can jump the backlines. You know,
it's going to be an amplified damage rune in the bottle though if you're this Morphling. Age is still for another minute.
So painful, Richie. Jakiro and the Dazzle will just die in a couple of hits of this.
Yeah, he's going to show the amplified damage rune now. They're up to level 25 now on our Grandmaster tier Omq Morphling. Pretty tense game number 3 situation though. First round of the upper bracket between Team Mongolz and Execration. Execration with a much, for the first time this series with a really strong lead early. And, nearly in a reverse of game 1, they suddenly find themselves down, I would say, in net worth for what might be the first time this game, if not just the laning stage, after leading nearly 20k. They are going to get sieged up to the high ground. Macropire placed down early. They're going to try and burst this. Morphling, actually not a bad
One
get.
down.
They do manage to catch
One
him,
to
but the
go.
Storm, he's going to refresh. He's actually out of mana, though. Not enough mana. Cheese consumed. Is that going to give him
Morphling?
enough to do
Morphling?
anything? Not really. And the Morphling, he's just being focused down the entire time.
Snowball.
He's going to be snowballed in even deeper inside of the base, but that's only going to put him into damage range. Look at the damage from OmQ. It's good. Paolo's trying to fight through this one. He's actually been
big
disarmed
pull.
by the Halberd.
Black
Oh
hole.
my god, the Grave last second is actually to save the Mars. They get DJ. He's going to buy back and TP into this fight, but finally the Graves have run out. JWL, he's going to buy back. Can they actually take down this Morphling? Silence, 1 HP, and finally
Great balls is
taken
down.
Execration, they will manage to hold the jump, the initiation. It was there when they needed it. It'll cost them only the ranged barracks as well.
Holy crap, this TA still hurts. And he hits like a truck. With the Titanic enchantment, you know. Base damage.
Yeah.
10% base damage. I mean, this Morphling does not feel like he's like killable, actually.
No,
Time
I
to
mean,
spend your bank. 6k gold.
Holy, yeah, really just doing the damage. I mean, it was the perfect like you hold I punch situation, and the positioning I have to commend there from Palos. He was off to the side, ready to kind of jump in underneath the tier 4 towers, and Bob with 4 bounties. That's very nice. Bob was with the eggs, he thought he was going to just destroy everyone, right? And ended up refreshing, and they hard focus on the heroes. Yeah, exactly. They hard focus on the heroes in the vortexes, which is like not a bad strategy, but they forget that the Morphling's the one to follow up and do the damage.
He's the only
getting
damage
control.
because Bristol does
Yeah.
not have anything. He is so poor.
Yeah.
He has no damage. Tinker has no damage. Touch has no damage.
Well, here we go. We're going to swing the pendulum back the other way. Winter, we know how this goes. A 5k net worth lead for Execration. 45 minutes in as a brief jump in to try and nuke the way, but the Roshan banner has been planted. That is going to be maybe a second lane of barracks here. There is no glyph of fortification available. That Tinker laser, though, this Tinker laser, man, what do you do against it? And with the Bristle and a Morphling naturally respawning, Execration will not push their luck. We're still maybe a minute to 4 away from next Roche, however. Could be in a minute, could be a bit longer.
Oh, this is getting tense. Morphling, what does he buy? I think he needs to spend his gold. Does he get the datas? Let's go, all damage.
I
He
don't know.
could just get a datas. Because that damage
Is there
is
like
the problem.
another? Is there like another survivability? Maybe you can get like some sort of status resist item, like San.
I think he just needs to kill them quicker. Like if he has datas, I think he'll kill them way faster.
Okay.
I think damage is the problem because he's the only one that does damage, and since he's the one that does damage, he has to do it quickly. All the eggs in this water boy's basket, ARMQ. The Grandmaster Morphling here. Can Execration actually win in this ultra late game scenario against this water boy?
Against the water boy, it's tough, but something's got to give here and now. Basically, it's time. As we might have to wait until next Roche. Everyone is, going to be playing it pretty safely until that moment. But we should be hitting some level 25s then at this point, right? I think OmQ might be the first one there, if not Palos as well. Yeah, 25 morph, 26. What talents have we taken? Is there any deviation? What is it? Refraction instances? Yes, of course. No surprise there. And for the morph lane, the waveform cooldown. Yeah, okay. Used to be 2 waveform charges, right? Back in the day.
Just you wait for the Storm level 25. Just you wait. You talk about the lack of damage, Storm 25 is going to give him the damage.
Yeah, that's true, actually, right? That's a really good point. Just now getting up to level 24, though, so he still has a little bit to go.
I mean, did anyone get the XP? I mean, is it now or the next one?
I think it's only at tier 5.
The last one,
I
right?
believe.
Yeah, not this one.
Yeah, I believe it's only tier 5.
600 XP per minute or something.
XP per minute, yeah, no, it's. I think it might even be 700. It's really good, maybe 8. It's a lot. It's I've never taken it personally, and I'm turbo, player, so I do get into a lot of tier 5.
Yeah, I mean all these
games.
late game enchantments are some are very broken. Yeah. I mean, even the ones right
Yeah.
now, like Tinker with the magnifying monocle, and then he gets the timeless enchantment with the debuff
Yeah.
duration
Yeah, yeah.
and spell M.
For sure.
It's also broken. So
What did
imba.
he? Yeah, he's got it now. I mean, it's good. No, it's. But that's what I like about Dota. I think you should have some superpowers. It forces some plays, and it forces enemies to respond in kind. And it's not like these heroes are without weakness, right? As we've seen, even this Morphling is killable in this
you
kind of
are
a game.
saying if everyone has superpowers, then we are balanced because everyone is super.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's sure.
But then you click on Juggernaut and you feel sad. Why does Juggernaut?
Yeah, well, he's
Why?
the face of Dota, right? He can't have it all.
Is there a hero that has it all? Ever?
No, but there are two tiers that have it all. It's tied TA. They have everything, Such a lame joke after all these years.
I mean, Tide TA might be a thing again. They're both in the meta.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
I mean, Tide is like a pretty frequent meta hero, and now with the recent buff to TA, TA is back, so it is quite possible. Oh,
No,
let's go.
you're absolutely
This could be the last one here, Richie. JWL looking for that amazing double ring.
Let's see what they can find. JG's going to be the one to spot them first. That throws the hairball at him as Palos clears this mid wave. Not quite the jump. Bob makes a jump in, but the blink away in time from Palos. Blinked into the trees. That's
Oh,
kind
by
of
the
an awkward
way,
position he was in.
JWL has Hex too, so he has double arena, double Hex.
Does he have the mana for all that?
Yes,
Probably,
because he has
right?
Hex.
Maybe.
Bro, he has Hex.
Oh, yeah.
Sight of Vice gives you mana, 30 intelligence.
It's a lot of int. It's a lot of int.
I mean, even his neutral enchantment, he has the one with mana, quicken, 220 mana.
Roshan, he's walking his way down bottom. Very dramatic finish here at what could
Come
be a
fight
finish.
me.
We've hit the 50-minute mark in this game, signaling to both teams that he is going to be the next point of contention.
Richie, whose
Again.
grave is it gonna be in the Roche Pit? Whose grave?
I think we can only say with certainty, Winter, we will see two graves. We'll see one, Roshan's going to die, and the second will be Lewis's.
You never run out of dad jokes, right?
No, I do not. You can see it's just a standoff now. Both teams. I mean, look, guys, I don't know what we're waiting for. Top's going to be pushing in, but you do have the Tinker to equalize. Bottom is kind of 50-50, and mid also is slightly pushing because of the range racks in favor of Mongolz. I mean, look, I don't know what's going to give here, but both teams are not eager to leave their certain positions. We're all comfy, in our positions.
Is there smoke on anyone? I think there's no smoke, that's why this is happening. Radiant has no smoke. Yeah, Dai has nobody has a smoke. This is why
So
it's
nobody
happening.
has smoke, so we're just gonna look at each other then, huh? We're just gonna wait for tier 5s. Oh, hold on. JG says, I've had enough of this.
He's the best.
On in. Oh, this stun
Bob!
catches 2!
Bob!
Oh no, this could be terrible! That's gonna be Bob just dead. He zips, he buys back instantly. Instantly buys back.
Oh,
Lewis,
amplified
once
damage
again,
on Q. He's
I
killing
can't
them.
believe it.
He's
Lewis
killing them.
graved Palos again. Shanks is just going to end up going down. That's going to be the double buyback situation here as the second grave does save Lewis here for a moment. He's going to have to buy back.
Triple
as well.
buyback.
Only 3 on the side of Execration.
Full buyback.
Palos is going to go down too. Another great
They're all
ice
in.
path here. Might be able to set up for more. The Scythe of Vice onto this Morphling, but he is going to be just fine. JG
Execration
alive
is
through this
all in.
as
TA
Palos
can't die.
now. Palos, he's in trouble. Shallow Grave does save him. Bob completely out of mana, trying to reach for more. And that's a dieback on Chax. That's a dieback on Palos.
Oh, that's
and
it.
a dieback on
That's game.
JG. JWL. CML is going to be next to go. And the last to boot will be Lewis. That is going to be 10 deaths here for the side of Execration. Oh, goodness.